Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane, this is Shane's Games, and tonight we are going to be playing Darksiders. This will be our very first time playing it on stream, so if you're joining us right now, you are not missing anything. But if you ever want to check out any of my previous playthroughs, or this playthrough after we're done, check out my YouTube link in the links below. Otherwise, let's get started. We're going to be playing on normal, I think, which is a little bit of a risk, because I've played this game before, and I kind of got stuck, which I'll talk about later. But I don't want to switch to easy just yet because I don't think I had too much trouble up to the point where I got stuck. So we're going to try this. We're going to see how we can do on normal. And unfortunately, one of the reasons I risked
Since the dawn of time, the armies of heaven and hell have waged an endless war. Drawn to the conflict was the Charred Council, an entity bound by ancient laws to preserve order and balance. It held that any great power, unchecked, threatened the very fabric of the universe. In time, heaven and hell came to honor the council and its laws, for none were beyond the swift and terrible justice of the council's enforcers, a fearsome brotherhood known as the Four Horsemen. Amid the turmoil, the first humans emerged. The council foretold that these weak but cunning creatures would someday be integral to the balance. Thus, a third kingdom was named, the Kingdom of Man. By order of the council, a truce was forged between heaven and hell. The Great Pact was bound by 7 seals to be broken at the appointed time, when man's kingdom stood ready for the end war, a battle that would bring balance and determine the ultimate fate of the 3 kingdoms.
Sorry, I cut myself off there, but I was saying you can't change difficulty partway through the game, which is really unfortunate. Wonder why they decided to change famine for fury? That's a good question. I wondered that myself. I heard supposedly that some translations of the Bible do have it as fury instead of famine, so that could be it. But I don't know that for a fact. I think I remember reading that somewhere.
Come on, move it!
Hey, welcome to the stream, Jerzak. How are you doing tonight? very bad day in whatever generic looking town it is. New York, probably? Probably New York. There's a city getting destroyed, especially 10 years ago. It's Oh no, I suppose it's only 6 minutes, but still, New York's probably good in that space. So of course, right now, I wouldn't even call this a tutorial necessarily. It's kind of a tutorial, but it's also kind of a eye catch, maybe. Basically, something so you can. It's kind of a demo-like thing, even though you only need to get you excited with what you're doing right at the start. Left bumper, right trigger. Nice. I like that. I'm huge. Rip and tear. Hit. Kill it. Alright, he's doing awesome. Hey, hell, what's going on? Yeah, Darksiders, just starting it out tonight. How are you doing? Oh, bad dude. Bad dude. Stop tearing up the streets. I think you played this before, or are you just aware of it? I've played a little bit of it before, but I kind of got stuck on one of the bosses and ended up abandoning it. And I'm hoping I don't get a repeat the last time. I mentioned it before. I mentioned I was going to bring that up eventually. And the deal was, it was Tiamat, the first boss of the first big dungeon. And there's a part where you have to stick bombs to her, and then light your glaive on fire, and then use the flaming glaives to hit her, and I couldn't do it. The controls were just really frustrating in that part, and I ended up bailing. I think I was using keyboard and mouse. I don't remember exactly. I think I was. In which case, that probably wasn't ideal. So now I'm using an Xbox controller, and we'll see if that turns out any differently. But, yeah, welcome to the stream. Hell, how are you doing this evening? Oops, there's somebody around. Just, oops, you're still Let me kill you. There we go. Come on, get up, buddy. You're blocking the way. Oh, nice. I'm just gonna follow this guy. He seems like he knows where he's going.
What is happening?
Alright, I'm gonna have to look it up later, but it sure sounds like this guy has the same voice as the guy who did the voice of Asura in Asura's Wrath for PS3, which is a game I would really love to play on stream sometime, but streaming PS3 games is easier said than done. But I'd have to look it up, but I would not be surprised if that turned out to be the case. Stop eating people! Nice! Pet demons, don't eat people! Inappropriate. Nice. Bad angel, stop trying to kill me. I don't appreciate that either. Nice. Nice! Yeah, I think that'll do it. On some points it seems the game's much louder than it is. Alright. I will turn up my voice volume in just a second. Hang on. Finish this go ahead. Alright, give me just a moment. That's an easy fix. Should be anyway. Okay. Alright, let's try that. If it still seems too quiet, let me know and I'll see what else I can do. Ew, gross. Demonic growth, where is it? There it is. Take care of these guys first and then I'll start climbing it up. Nice. There we go. Alright, climb the gross stuff then. It's so icky. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about Darksiders. Darksiders is from 2010, same year as the last game I was playing, oddly enough, which is Alpha Protocol. Came out for consoles first and then got ported. Horizontal pipes. Where's some horizontal pipes? Over here? No. Totally wasn't paying attention there. Ha! Oops. Got down there. Talking about up here? No. Knock this down. Oh, this is what I get for not paying attention. That would have made it much more difficult for myself. Where the heck am I going? This came from there, so I don't want to go back there. Where on earth does it want me to go? Don't see any way across. You Love Darksiders was fun to play. Started the second one too, which is more RP based, but you haven't finished that. Yeah, I don't actually have that one. But, I don't know, it's weird. I heard a lot of people talk about this game and say, oh, it's an underappreciated gem. Oh, you've got to play this, you've got to check it out. There's a lot of cool stuff, you'll really love it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot. But the weird thing is that there is Darksiders 2, and I haven't heard pretty much anything about Darksiders 2. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, just no one seems to be talking about it. That's usually not a great sign. Usually not a great sign, because usually people are going to want to talk about the hidden gems that they really want. Now, that's not to say that it should be taken as obvious because there was no Darksiders 3. Because this, one of the things that happened here was that the parent company behind this game, THQ, went out of business. Seriously, what am I supposed to do here? I know I wasn't paying attention, but I really don't see anything here. It's something about horizontal pipes. Completely missing what they want me to do here. Oh, I can do this. That's new. That's significant? I don't think so. From what I experienced it without spoilers, it's damn fun. You have more equipment variations due to like RP. RP-like equipment. Alright. So that sounds like the ideal sequel. So I'm not sure why it would have... Well, I mean, there's lots of reasons for a game to fail besides it not being good. I don't want to go down that path necessarily. But, yeah, it is odd. It is odd. You know, I'll put it this way. If this is a game that I end up liking, then I'll go check out Darksiders 2, certainly. But first, I've got to get past that boss, Tiamat. And we'll see from there. Or, you know, first I have to get past the terrible boss of the tutorial level. Is there a button I should be pressing here? That brings up this. That's a big heavy attack. Nothing there, nothing there. It wants me to get across. I get that much. Run. Is there a run button? Kind of dash there, but I don't think that's gonna help me. Maybe I can dash in the air. Nope. Oh, I really have no idea what they wanted me to do here. Oh my god. Thought I tried that. Well, now I feel super dumb. Let's just pretend that whole part never happened. We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it in post. Second game really wants to take the Prince of Persia audience. Ah, alright. Prince of Persia, there's another series that I don't have a ton of experience with. Oh, there we go. Prince of Persia, I played a little bit of the very first 3D Prince of Persia, just called Prince of Persia. And I played a little bit of the reboot, which was also just called Prince of Persia. And the reboot I liked a bunch, and that one I'm definitely going to be playing on stream at some point. Maybe I'll go back to the old ones as well. We'll see. Bumper to dash? Alright. Trying to pay attention so I don't run into more of those situations. But to my credit, at least, back there, it called those cables pipes, and they totally weren't pipes. Oh, missed a couple. Oh, missed a whole bunch. Alright. Prince of Persia, Warrior Within is your favorite. Alright, that was the third one, if I remember correctly. I do seem to remember a lot of people talking about that one being a good one, so maybe I'll check that one out as well. I know I've got at least a couple of the Prince of Persia games. I don't know if I have all of the 3D ones. I have also, by the way, played the... Ooh, he's having a bad time. Sorry, dude. Nothing I can do about you there. Warrior Within was the only one I could play a bit more. Ah, alright. Not a fan of the other ones then, huh? Well... I mean, it is essentially a platformer, and along with stealth, which I mentioned, stealth is not a genre I'm a fan of. New sound overpowers me? Alright, let me turn it down a little bit. Alright, music. That's it. Alright, let me know... Turn it down. Alright, let me try right there. Let me know if it needs to be turned down a little bit more. I got no problem changing it as need be. And since I'm going to be in combat a whole lot, I may as well make sure the sound's going to be good for combat. Hello, I have a car. Everybody needs a car. Alright, so what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, Prince of Persia is essentially a platformer. And that's definitely not going to be for everybody. After that one, I guess not. I've mentioned before I'm not a big fan of stealth games. I'm also not a big fan of platformers because you may have noticed my my reflexes are terrible. Terrible, 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 which is not going to do me any favors in this game, that's for sure. But if you think I'm bad here, you should see me play Bayonetta. That did not end well, because that game is entirely counter-based. So, there's somebody out. There's something big down here. Warrior Within got decent combat system, and there's no stealth. Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's a stealth in Prince of Persia. I'm saying it's a platformer. And I am really bad at platformers because of the timing. I do appreciate a game with a good combat system, as you may have noticed on the stream before, so that might still be worth checking out. I appreciate the recommendations from both of you.
impossible. Abaddon. What is this? Where are my brothers?
This cannot be. The final seal.
My lord!
How did this happen? The seventh seal was not broken.
Abaddon! What in heaven's name have you done?
I answer the call.
At least I get a couple of retries due to time rewind. You're not wrong, Durzak. I definitely need all the advantages I can get. Ooh. Alright, I remember. There we go. Must fight big mans. Ooh. Dodge the wrong way. There we go. Pick this up, focus, and intense. That's one thing I really don't like about this game is the fact that most actions in the game take a sequence of button presses. Like to throw the car at that guy, and pick it up with B, and then oh god. Then I gotta focus on him with left trigger, and throw it with right trigger. That doesn't seem very intuitive to me. It seems like there's probably better ways to go about that. Dodge. Dodge. At least the dodging feels fun. How's the volume now? I imagine this guy's pretty loud, so if you can still hear me okay, then we're doing good. Right in the face. Yeah, you're angry, I get you. Hit him now? Oh, I might be able to. Stay around. Oh. Dodge. Go ahead, get it out of your system. It's healthy. You're angry, you're punching things, I get it. Alright, I'll turn it down just a bit more and then we should be good. Thank you for letting me know. There we go. Hey, buddy. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, you don't like getting stabbed in the face. Getting stabbed in the face hurts. Oh no, quit shaking things up. No. Oh! That hurt. That's what I get for getting close, I suppose. Nope. Thought I could steal a couple extra hits. There we go. Dodge. Dodge. Car. And toss. It feels so casual just tossing it in his face. I love it. Punch. And this punch. And then some cars. Alright, game, I think I get the point of this battle. Maybe we don't need to keep doing it. There we go. Right in the eye. Oh, jeez. Oops. That doesn't look good. Oh, you're not looking so good there, buddy.
The law has been broken. And so have you, horseman.
The law is clear. When the seventh seal is broken, 4 horsemen shall ride forth to punish the wicked, be they sons of men, lords of heaven, or the dregs of hell. All upon the earth will be judged, and the pact forged anew. You forget your post, horsemen. You forget the law. No call was given, yet the destroyer marched, and there you were found, under his black banner, if the claims are true.
To hell with your claims! The seals were broken! I was summoned!
Then where are the other horsemen? Were they not summoned as well? The 7 seals are hidden, as they have been since the pact was forged eons ago. All of them intact. There was no call. You aided the Dark Ones, broke a sacred covenant that has doomed mankind, and threatened the balance. Do you deny it?
When I rode, heaven and hell were already at war. Abaddon was there. He knew something.
Abaddon fell, fighting off the chaos you unleashed.
I fought powerless against the demons, and still you accuse me?
Your defeat proves nothing. Likely the Destroyer cast you aside when he was finished with you. You have defiled the law, horseman. You will be punished.
I serve only the Council. Only the balance. As the horsemen always have. Send me back. I will punish the ones responsible.
How? What hope do you have against the Destroyer's armies? You are powerless.
Then I will fail, and the demons will have carried out your sentence.
Very well. You will return to the Earth. But you will be watched. Come forth.
Hey Ghost, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Rude? You're spun rude? No, you're not being rude at all, dude.
The Watcher is bound to you. It will ensure your loyalty.
Remember that, or I will really get under your skin.
I'm doing alright, Ghost. Thanks for asking.
Enough! I swore, and arm yourself.
Alright, so now we basically have the path of the game right here. Get that set there. Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was just mentioning earlier, I played this game a little bit before, but I got stuck on Tiamat, the big bat boss at the end of the first big dungeon. Because I had a lot of difficulty with the whole thing where you have to throw bombs on her and then throw a glaive at her.
Chaos Eater. The angry blade thirsts for destruction.
Oh yeah, I hope I love this game too. I'm certainly never going to play a game on stream that I hope I'm going to hate. So, I'm looking forward to it. I liked a lot of this game right up until the point where I got stuck. So I'm thinking if I can power through that part, I suspect I'll continue enjoying the game from there. Alright, so I got my sword, the Chaos Eater, but it's stripped of all its powers. Oops. Alright, harnessing the power of the Chaos Eater, this attack summons a field of deadly blades around war. That sounds cool. Inventory. Select a wrath power or consumable item. Map selected item to an action button. And then hold left bumper and then press the button to use it. Alright, simple enough. So we've got Blade Geyser over there. And Life Essence right there. Hopefully I'll get past that point. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. This will be game number 9 that I've played on stream, and I've beaten all of them so far, so I want to keep the streak going as long as I can.
The souls of the dead will be your currency. Some enemies are more easily bought than killed.
So Rusty, yeah, this game is actually 6 years old at this point, if you can believe that. Souls manifest in 3 forms: currency, health, and wrath. I appreciate that, Ghost. I'll let you know if I need any assistance.
Few can afford his services, but perhaps you can strike a bargain.
The Council confers with demons now, does it?
Since the truce was broken, some demons have fallen from the Destroyer's favor. Vulgrim is one such outcast. He has long sought an audience with us.
How long have I been here?
You remember getting bored of this halfway through, Durzak? Well, I hope I don't do the same. We'll see, though. Game starts out a little slow, but it'll get more interesting a little later on. Right now, of course, lots of cinemas, lots of setup, lots of tutorials, but we'll get through there.
Looks like our trajectory was a little off. Not so fast, horseman. Let's lay down a few ground rules. Until this is over, you're a dog on a leash. I say bark, you bark. And if I have to kick you, you'd better not bare your teeth. Understand? Or should I teach you to play dead? Good boy.
Now, you might actually find this interesting, Ghost. I didn't actually know this until yesterday, actually, when I was looking into this. I actually started planning to play this game about 2 months ago. But even though I was playing it 2 months ago just because I was wanted to try it out, it turns out in 2 weeks they are putting out a they're putting out a remastered edition of this game.
I ordered you to seek out Vulgrim, so start seeking.
So yeah, 2 weeks from now they're putting out a remastered edition of this on consoles and PC. From what I've heard, they're not changing anything gameplay-wise. It's just going to be a straight port in that respect. But they're going to be upping the resolution so it supports 4K. Yeah, right? I mean, it seems odd now, especially since THQ went under and everything. Yeah, it's going to be called Darksiders War Mastered. And it'll support 4K, from what I understand. It also has some upscale textures, I believe. So, yeah, if you're interested in Darksiders, that might be worth checking out. Of course, I haven't played it myself. I don't know if there's going to be any technical problems like you can sometimes have with those late releases. But yeah, it's could be interesting. Could be interesting. What's really interesting to think about too is why they would do a remastered version of this game so late on, when nothing's really been said about the series. Now, there's a couple theories you could have about why they would be doing that. One theory would be the pessimistic theory would be, if you're the license holder of the Darksiders series, you could say, well, I bought this license, I had to pay actual money for the license, but it hasn't actually brought in all that much money since it's basically a dead series. So I want to make some money, but I don't want to spend the kind of money needed to make an entirely new game. So let's split the middle. Instead of making an entirely new game, let's take one of the other games, the one that hasn't been remastered yet, and let's remaster it. And then we can make some money off of it without the full development time needed. So that'd be the pessimistic view. Oops. Now the optimistic view would be, let's put the game out there and let's see if there's interest enough to make a third game, as there was always plans for. So that would, I'm sure some people would definitely enjoy that if that's the case. But we'll see, it's hard to tell at this point. Oh, no problem, Ghosts. I do what I can to keep people informed. Been looking at that. War Mastered for the first and Death Definitive for the second. I don't think I can air dash yet. They were saying I need to grab onto the edge. Oh, up here. I was looking for what I need to grab onto down there. Not terribly observant.
Here comes the welcome party. War, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I've mentioned this a couple times before on stream, but it's worth mentioning again. Sometimes you'll see me doing the simplest puzzles, if you could even call them puzzles on stream, and just failing miserably. And you'll wonder, wow, why don't you see those simple things? And it can be tricky when you're streaming is the problem, because when you're streaming you gotta pay attention to a whole bunch of different factors to make sure the stream is interesting. And, you know, technically moving along. So, sometimes you can miss these tiny details that make simple things, like looking for that ledge right there, more difficult than they probably need to be. So I apologize if it looks ridiculous there. I guarantee you, I'm not that stupid. Just a little distracted. And, you know, not great at video games. That too. Hopefully all the Darksiders fans play the remastered version.
Over here!
In a second. Give me a moment. Yeah, if I end up liking this game, I think I probably would pick up the remastered version. I wouldn't play it again on stream, just because I'm already playing this one. Some would say that's a dumb decision in and of itself, and I should have waited. But I didn't want to buy the remastered version before I was sure if I liked the game or not, so that's what I'm doing instead. Take your time, just no rush, just not for too long. That's fair. Now, I'm going to move along here, but yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it's my understanding that THQ, the company that originally made Darksiders 1 and 2, had always intended it to be a franchise with more than just the two games. Oh, you know, I probably can throw those cards to break them faster. I hadn't thought about that. Gauntlet Glow. War's Gauntlet glows near interactive objects such as chests or doors. Press B to activate them. Alright. Check that out in a sec, too. Now, I know at the very outset they talked about doing 4 main games at least to focus on the 4 main horsemen. And then maybe doing some side games where they interact. So, you know, now, of course, THQ's gone, and you've got a different company. So it's uncertain what they'd want to do with the game. Yeah, it looks like throwing them's the trick. Thanks for letting me know about that, Durza. Oops. That is definitely not a thing that I need to be spending a ton of time on. No, this doesn't seem where I'm supposed to go. I'd have to jump across there. Maybe. Or no, I'm probably going up, actually. Yeah, here we go. I think. Maybe. Yeah, this place looks nice. Oh, I got another one of those big explodey guys. Whoop. Ooh. There we go. That's pretty nice. Nice. Got out of the way. Oh, I thought he exploded there. Ooh, he's dangerous. Ooh, yeah, I gotta be a little more careful. Ooh, shoot. Yeah, the dash has a tiny bit of a delay, so I gotta be a little more careful and start doing it right as soon as they wind up. Ooh, that explosion. Right in the back, there we go. Slowly catching on. Ooh, didn't even see him coming that time. There we go. Thank you. So this is one thing I do remember liking about the game is the scenery. Scenery is fantastic. This is a ruined hotel, I suppose? The Seraphim Hotel? How strangely thematic. But it looks really nice. Oops. Ah, a little too high. And that's going to be a theme in the game, is that the different areas and the backdrops look really pretty. Dragging objects. War can drag certain freestanding objects found within the environment. Press and hold B to shift them. Now you may have heard, if there's anyone here watching that hasn't played these games before, you may have heard Darksiders has often been called God of War meets Legend of Zelda. Now, for the first couple hours, we're going to be seeing the God of War part pretty strongly. And it won't be till later on that we see the Legend of Zelda part, but I guarantee you it's coming. That block pushing right there is our first sign of it. Alright, so that's a health chest, I remember that now. Sceneries in these games are good. I really appreciate that too, having good scenery in a game, because you really need a sense of place to get you into the game, put you into the shoes of the character. And if a game has repetitive scenery or boring scenery, then you're just not going to be in there. And if you want a good example of that, look at a game like Dark Souls, which is just beautiful. And it doesn't really have those procedural generated levels. It doesn't have any repetitive dungeons where you go, oh, have I been here before? It's really lovingly crafted. And whether you like Dark Souls or not, hopefully you can at least appreciate that much. I know I harp on this a lot in stream, but it's an important theme. The little things in games can often make a huge difference as far as how the gameplay experience is. Oh, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. You're breaking my heart there, Durzak. That is a game I haven't thought about in a very long time. You want to know what's the biggest shame about Legacy of Kain? The last game in the Legacy of Kain series was, I believe, Defiance, or the last main series game. We're not going to talk about that multiplayer game they tried to bring out a while ago. And unfortunately, from what I understand, they just wanted to make one more game to finish the series. And I would have loved to see them just wrap things up really nicely. That would have been so cool. Oop. Wrong button there. Dang it. A little slow on that. Oop. And there, I just missed. So I think I'm going to focus on counterattacking a bit. There we go. Gotta time my stuff right. focus on defense, and this shouldn't be any problem. There we go. You can't even lay a hand on me now. Excellent. I don't catch on quick, but I do catch on. Oh! I forget who I was talking on with on stream about games with awesome finishing moves. That's an awesome finishing move. Yeah, Legacy of Kain. There's something I should probably think about playing on stream sometime. That could be pretty fun. The first Legacy of Kain game was a kind of an isometric RPG, and that one I'm not a huge fan of. It's got a really interesting story and a cool setting, but the actual gameplay does not hold up well. I'll go ahead and spoil that for you. But after that, we get to Soul Reaver, and that's where the series really started hitting its stride. Although, fun fact, Soul Reaver was not originally supposed to be a Legacy of Kain game. It was originally supposed to be a game for a new IP. I want to say it was called like Chrono Breakers or something like that. And then in the end, the developers said, well, instead of a new IP, we actually like to make a new Legacy of Kain game. So they took some of the concepts and mechanics and created the new character, Raziel, and made it a spin-off of Legacy of Kain. And after that, they kind of were running these parallel games. With some games, the games that were just Legacy of Kain would focus on the character of Kain, whereas the Soul Reaver games would focus on Raziel. And then Defiance had them both and was supposed to set up the big finale, but then the company sort of ran out of cash. Kain is deified.
How long was I gone?
In Earth years, about a century. Long enough for the last of the mouth-breathers to die off.
Then, the Third Kingdom is lost.
Subtle. I almost didn't hear you coming.
Vulgrim.
The Council finally took me seriously. If so, you're surely not empty-handed. For this shall be the briefest of introductions. There were a few young ones. Spectacular. You seek the power behind the one called Destroyer. You will find the answers and the font of his power there. Oh, such haste to die. You aren't even a shadow of your former self. You wouldn't last a heartbeat. Besides, the way to the tower is shrouded by demon magics. Even I do not know the way.
Who does?
Feed my hunger, and I'll feed your curiosity.
Collect 500 souls for Vulgrim. Alright. Horde Seeker, a demon trinket that reveals the location of all nearby chests on the map. Alright, so here's the world map. Stats, tips, local map. Alright. Let's see what chests we can get. Is there no mini-map? I don't remember if there was a mini-map. Alright, so that chest, if I remember correctly, is high up there, so I need some way to jump up there before I can reach it. It still seems strange to me how ubiquitous at one time the Legacy of Kain games were, and now they're just nowhere to be found. The fact that they just vanished. The entire series is just nothing. Oh, that was it, Nosgoth. There was a while back, they announced, oh, we're doing a new Legacy of Kain game, and everybody got all excited, and then they're like, oh, it's a multiplayer-only co-op game called Nosgoth. And I don't even remember if it technically came out yet, but I do remember the second I heard that, I pretty much stopped listening. Because that's like saying, hey, we're coming out with a new Harvest Moon, it's an FPS. you know what I mean? The only possible answer is, well, then it's not actually Legacy of Kain. You know? That's not what a Legacy of Kain game is. It's not a squad-based third-person shooter. That's just weird. I'm all for series going in new, innovative directions, but you have to remember what the series is, what people are coming there for. You get too far off that simple base, and what do you even have? Alright, more chests. Let's check that one up the other way. Up over on the left side of the map. See if we can find that one while we're fighting these zombies the whole time. Give us a couple souls. Not a ton, but every little bit counts. Hello, zombie. Didn't see you there. There we go. Ah, the trees give souls too. I guess the hippies were right. Terrible joke. Yep. Zombie. Oh, is it perfect health? How dare you break that? Alright, almost there. I'm not sure if I'm going to go straight to him after I get all 500, just because I want to see if I can clear out this area a bit, maybe? Oh, hello. You're very large. I'm going to throw cars at you. Because I don't respect you. Ooh. Guess he doesn't respect me either. Oh, it's another one of these guys. I already killed one of you. Why do I have to kill another? 50 cars do nothing. Thought that would have softened him up a little bit. There we go. Ouch. Get some of my health back there. Alright, so now I've got enough souls to finish things off, so that's good.
We have enough souls to feed Volgrim's hunger. Now, maybe he'll feed our curiosity.
Yeah, that is what he said, thank you. Now, if his voice sounds familiar at all to you, it should. It really should. Because that little cackling spirit following me around is voiced by Mark Hamill, best known for voicing the Joker in the Arkham games, as well as the Batman animated series. And, of course, for being Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. But nowadays he mostly does voiceover jobs. Although I hear he might be retiring from that pretty soon. He's getting up there in years. Which would be a shame. That guy is a national treasure. Can I go in water? Swimming. Press B to descend and Y to ascend. Alright, I can swim. See what's around here. I see a chest up there, but I don't think I can jump up to that just yet. However, this looks interesting. Artifact, Soldier. These ancient insignias were given to the Legions of Hell as trophies For the carnage of the end days. Return it to Vulgrim and he will reward you. Alright, cool. I don't see a breath meter, so I suppose war is above all that. Good for him. Alright, anything else down here? Doesn't look like it. Take a quick look, though. Nope. Alright. So yeah, there's a little more to see in here, but I can't get to it yet, so we will presumably come... oh! Can I walk on the stair? Can I climb the ceiling? I can climb the ceiling. Hello. Excellent, some more souls here. Star Wars destroyed career of every actor except Harrison Ford. Oh, I wouldn't say it destroyed Mark Hamill's career. He is a very in-demand voice actor right now. Or at least was before he started talking about retirement. I know, as far as movies, you're right. If he was just going straight into movies, but from what I understand, he has really enjoyed the voice work he's done. And you know, sometimes that's important. Sometimes the career you're looking for isn't the career you end up in. But as long as you enjoy what you're doing. But yeah, it is weird to think about, but it's an interesting point. Let's talk about that for a bit. It's a problem with genre movies, as they call them, sci-fi and fantasy movies, is they're often known for destroying careers just because people get typecast in them very quickly. Once they've done the movies, a lot of directors and casting people don't want to see them for anything other than something similar to the role that they played. And it makes it very difficult for them to get more jobs in the future. And the same was true with Star Wars. Even though it made $1 bajillion at the box office, basically it took all those actors out of the running for everything else. And we've seen that in a lot of other fields too. It's happened with Star Trek. Lord of the Rings certainly didn't do good for many of its actors. And again, that's a real shame. It's a frustrating shame, and it's a frustrating thing that's mostly confined just to genre movies, although in comedy you see that as well. If somebody plays an idiot in a TV show or a movie, I was just talking to a friend about this the other day. If somebody plays an idiot, then they tend to get typecast as that, and they can't get good roles. Alright, press right bumper while stationary to block incoming attacks. Ooh, hello. If I need to block, I suppose. Nice finisher. Lots of zombies over in this area. So I don't know if I explained it for the viewers that aren't as familiar with the Darksiders series, but you may wonder, what the hell is Shane doing here? Why won't he go turn in that quest he has? The blue souls, as it explained, are currency souls. And if I remember correctly, there is a finite amount in the game. I could be wrong about that. Somebody correct me if I am, but or either finite or basically finite, more or less finite. And so I want to get as many sweet-ass upgrades as I can, especially early on in the game. So I'm staying in this area to just gather up what blue souls I can while I'm here. Hello. Big guy somewhere nearby? It sounds like it. I don't know where the heck he is. Oh, he's right outside. Well, I'll get to you soon enough. Don't you worry. Right now, I'm busy. Come back later. Yeah, I was just supposed to get 500, but now I'm already up to 716, and this chest will put me up to 816. Excellent. So I might actually be able to buy some upgrades before I leave this area. I don't remember how expensive most upgrades are, so we'll find that out. Alright. Any chests over here? Alright, there's one in the dead end. I'll check that out too, but I suspect I'm going to have to deal with that big-ass guy first. And some zombies. Alright, grab this car and toss it. Alright, a couple of those guys. Have a car. Nice. Another thing I remember being told as well is that you are invincible during those kills. So that's an important thing to remember. Is that when I do those cool cinematic kills, I am invincible, so I don't have to worry about getting mobbed on all sides. And in fact, that means it can be used tactically in some situations. I can use those kills to maybe get out of trouble. And I remember the first playthrough actually doing that in some situations. Using those kills to get a little bit of a breather. So look forward to that again in the future. Alright. But these guys, as you can see, once you get their pattern down, aren't tremendously hard. But they are a little time consuming. Still got that cool death animation. I appreciate that, though. Boom. And that'll get pretty much all my health back, so thanks for that. So I'm heading in the direction of that other chest I wanted to check out. That's good. But it looks like I have to deal with another more significant foe first. Well, these guys aren't that hard, really. They're different looking. Probably put up a bit more of a fight than the zombies, but really not that hard. It's just a health chest. I don't even really need it right now, so let's open it. Just to get it off my map and nothing else. Then of course I get hit right after opening the health chest. But still, we got this right over here too, so I'll take that. Alright, nearly 1,000 souls. Doing good. I don't think there's anything else down here though. And the pillars aren't destructible or anything, so kind of a large room, but nothing in it. Oddly large room, but yeah. Oh, looks like there is a second floor over here, but I don't see any way to get up to it right now. Maybe later, once I get some more abilities. Kind of a Metroidvania type thing. Because that is definitely a thing in this game. Alright, so I want to check out that one other chest off to the side, see if I can grab that. And just to reiterate, as I always do on my streams, I am not trying to 100% this game. Because I am not the kind of quality of gamer that can 100% things. But still, I'm going to try and get what I can, when I can. Just to give myself the best advantage. Not for achievement hunting or anything. Just to give myself that advantage. I wish more games reward you for picking up HP when you're full, like in God Hand. Yes, I agree completely. Because that's a cool mechanic for a couple reasons. Number one, it means that the HP isn't wasted when you find it. Because what I could do in this game, if I really wanted to, is I could leave the HP chest there and come back if I ever need to, like I kind of just did with that one. But man, that's tedious. I'd really rather not do that. So it saves you the time and trouble right there, number one. And number two, it also rewards you for finding health when you're already at full health. Which adds a whole another layer of strategy right there. Well, if I can avoid taking hits, then I'll be rewarded later on in the game for my good gameplay. And it's never bad to reward a gamer for good gameplay. If you want to encourage something, that's how you do it. You give people rewards.
These ancient gates have a mind of their own, but with this, you may reach an understanding. Beyond the gate, seek out Samael's prison. Once, Samael was close in power to the Dark Prince himself. Some might even say, a threat. You will find he is no friend to the Destroyer. Seek me out when you've gathered more souls. I will make it worth your while.
I mean, like right now? I got more souls right now. Now, God Hand, Durzak, if you don't mind my asking, God Hand is a game I haven't actually had any experience with. Would you recommend it? Let me ask you that. Let's see. Earthcaller, a masterfully carved horn whose call awakens ancient gates. Press right trigger to activate the horn when equipped. Some creatures can be knocked down by Earthcaller's deafening blast. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go into the inventory. Select the gear item, map it to a gear slot, then press the D-pad to equip it. Alright. And we'll map it to up. Why not?
On your journey, you may come into possession of certain items that are of particular interest to me. Artifacts of the Fallen Legion. If you discover any Legion artifacts, bring them to me. I will make it worth your while.
Okie dokie.
Oh, you like that?
Great game, ignore all the reviews, it's a solid 8 out of 10. Alright, I've heard it's also very difficult. Do you have anything to... do you have any comments on that? Alright, so these are...
Please take your time.
Alright, so those are all interesting. Maximum Wrath.
Please take your time.
I am taking my time, calm down. Undying, Empty Vessel. Now, of course I'm going to try and avoid buying consumables whenever possible, just because I want to get as many equipables. Difficult on hard mode. Well, that does make sense. Alright, so I can get...
See anything you like.
I can get that Rising Uppercut. I can almost get Harpoon Tackle. I know I'm going to want a Harpoon Tackle, so I may just be saving up for that.
Take your time.
Alright, I can get a sub-weapon once I get the ability.
Nice sword.
Alright, I need to be using Blade Geyser more often. And Stone Skin might be something I'll want later. Ooh, Trade Artifact. Let's do that.
Old Fulgrim's got something new for you.
Oh, there we go. Alright. But on normal mode, game adjusts difficulty to your performance. Ooh, that's cool. More games should do that.
Oh, don't forget over here.
Let's see, let's buy Harpoon Tackle. I remember liking Harpoon Tackle
You are
a
as
lot.
wise as you are powerful. Oh, don't forget
And,
over here.
let's see, do I want to get anything else while I'm here, or do I want to save up? If you take hits, it gets easier almost immediately. Wow, that's really reactive.
Oh, don't forget over
And I think I'm just going to stick with that for right now. Let's try that. Alright, so it'll take a little practice, but yeah, I think I can do that. Oops, wrong way. Sorry, Volgrim.
Call of my ancestors, awakened at last from the dreamless sleep. Then we are free.
None are free while the Destroyer still breathes.
The Destroyer, yes. To his service we are bound, though enemies we remain. So his enemies we call friend. Pass now, friend. Most bring victory must bring freedom.
Alright, so it is very much the type of game that rewards
That
you
was the gate.
for performance.
I can't wait to find out what's behind it.
Alright, so yeah, I think for now we're done with this area. We're going to want to come back once we get some more powers. Do talk to Volgrim and buy some more stuff, but for right now, yeah. Go ahead and see what's in here. At 4 levels of difficulty, that's good, nice and configurable. Yeah, God Hand is an odd game because it's one of those games that I hear talked about sometimes, but I hear so little about it. Because it always seems like the people talking about God Hand assume that people have played God Hand. So I don't actually know a ton about it. It's a third-person combat-based game, I think, with some RPG elements. Could be wrong there. Alright. Nice. Chaos Eater level up. The Chaos Eater courses with energy and its destructive power increases. Yay. Oops. Oh! Tried to dash and that stupid table got in my way. Ooh. How many explosions? Got out of the way of that one, at least. And he hit one of the zombies. Teaming up with me. Thanks, buddy. Oops. Ah. Timing can be a little tricky, though. Oh! At least I got some of my health back, I suppose. It's also got poisonous chihuahua races. Well, that's weird. And I do like me some weird. Oops, not yet. Stay up here a bit and grab this chest. Yeah, I like weird, I like underappreciated. Those are all things I enjoy. It's console only though, isn't it? Trying to remember why I never would have played it before, and that might do it. Can't get across either of those right now, I don't think. Nothing to grab onto there. You grab onto there, but I see something cool on the other side. Well, maybe I will come back again. There's some way to get... I might be able to get up here from over... Oh no, that's where I came in, and there's that big barrier right there. Alright, well... Head down and fight this big bastard then. Wonder if I could knock him into the water and put his fire out a little bit. That'd be kind of funny. I doubt it though. Nah, he seems unperturbed. Ooh. You gotta distinguish when he's doing a tummy explosion and when he's actually dying. You can farm zombies for health with your action button. Action button? Oh, hell. Nice. Thank you, I didn't know that. Akaboogie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Best played on a PS2 emulator. See, there's where I run into some trouble. Is I've got a very large library of PS2 games because I love the PS2. And I love collecting old games. But I can kind of get them to run on my machine. But on my machine, the weakest component is the CPU. And that's a bit of a problem. Because that means, as it is, I can run... Oh, I do get less souls. So it's a trade-off, yeah. So I can run PS2 games, but I can't run them and stream them at the same time. That's where it gets real tricky. And so I think I would have to upgrade my stream machine before I can start playing PS2 games, which I would really like to. I've actually got a list already of PS2 games that I'd love to show on stream. But the real problem right now is my system is the motherboard is a bit dated. So really, I can't upgrade the CPU anymore. I've just got to get a... just got to start building a new system, which is something I will probably look into in the new year, depending on how things go. When you're low on health, it could be good. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a sometimes thing. This and that. I'm not looking to really optimize anything, just because this is more of a casual stream, as I am not nearly good enough at video games to be anything other than a casual streamer. But, of course, I do like doing things the smart way where I can. And, you know, I do want to actually get through this game. So, I'll play as smart as I can in that respect. And, of course, I was already at full health. Dang it. All right. See, I mentioned... Ooh, new area. See, I mentioned before I've got a big laundry list of PS2 games that I would like to play. Just for shits and giggles, let me name off a couple that I'd like to play on stream. For one thing, Zone of the Enders. Zone of the Enders 1 and 2. Zone of the Enders 1, not a great game, but an ambitious game with some interesting mechanics. Zone of the Enders 2, fucking fantastic. Such a great game. Really a closet favorite of mine. Another one of these guys from the beginning of the game. Of course, I'm not as strong as I was at the start of the game, so they're a bit more trouble, but I take him out nonetheless. Skelding Gallows. Yep, what a name, right? Definitely not trying to attract tourism here. I get that sense very strongly. That is not a name that brings in, it brings in the tourism dollars. Are there any sweet chests in here? There are no sweet chests in here. Let me make sure. How do I equip stuff? Alright, so that's the artifacts. Alright. Oh. Chests are just not showing up on the map. So it looks like I must need to get that item. Yeah, I guess I must not have the thing. Shane wielding a sword again, that's how it should be. Hey Drav, how are you doing this evening? Welcome back to the stream, and welcome to Darksiders. Just getting started, as you can see, just kind of got past the tutorial segment. And now we are in the God of War-ish section before we get to the first big dungeon. Saw some more stuff up there, but I don't think I can get to any of it yet again. As seems to be the, later in the game I'll find that item. Yeah, I seem to remember that. That's no problem. I will, wait until that happens. Alright. Let's, continue moving on then. Keep poking around and see what I can find. Don't want to miss out on any of the good stuff. And get the kill on him. And finish him off. Yep, I am playing with a controller. This will be the second game I've played on stream with a controller. The first one being Enslaved Odyssey to the West. But yeah, absolutely playing with the controller and hoping that I have better luck than my last playthrough because of that, if nothing else. We'll see. We will see. So far, it feels very natural. All the controls make sense for the most part. Some Some things I was talking about the first tutorial boss I ran into a little trouble with, just because the act of picking up a car and then auto-targeting with it can be a little bit of frustration. I mean, it's 3 buttons to pick up a car and throw it at a dude, and that's a little excessive, I think. Already should feel more intuitive, already does. Oh hey, Akaboogie, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. Glad to see you're enjoying it. Hope you continue to enjoy it. If you are curious about what we do here, just type !history into chat. You can see the other kinds of things that I have played on stream in the past. That'll give you the kind of idea of what kind of stuff you can expect in the future. Alright. Chucking cars! Must destroy cars. So I know this gate is another one of those Metroidvania gates that I'll be able to get into later. So I'm not going to worry about that. But, worth making a note of. Remember that gate is there, because I will probably forget. Alright, and as I said before, now I'm just doing a little very light farming for souls. Oops, wrong button. To get what I can while I'm in the area, because at the beginning of the game, you're pretty weak. So you need all you can get. Well, you have a sword that's taller than a man, you won't be throwing many cars anyway. True, but... Oh, cool, yeah, so there's... I forgot about that. Yeah, there is other places I'll find Vulgrim.
What would you ask of this humble merchant?
I don't know. Anything else I can afford from him that's interesting? Well, Weapon Master does sound nice. Some more upgrades for my main sword.
Please take your time.
Power Strike sounds kind of nice. I like having some versatility in here. Let's see. Meteor Strike. Oh, Meteor Strike lets me dash in the air. So that I probably need to pick up right now.
You are as wise as you are powerful.
I assume that's going to come in handy real quick. I seem to remember Flipsaw coming in handy, but it looks like I can already do that. Maybe, if I'm reading that right. Whirlwind combo? That sounds kind of nice. Really, I like everything in here. Let's see.
Oh, don't forget of a hand.
Oh, decisions. This is where you run into trouble. I recommend getting the general passive upgrades first. They offer more value. And judging by your Amular playthrough, you forget special attacks and combos anyway. You are not wrong. So, Weapon Master I think is probably what I'm going to get. Ooh, Orbit Slash. I seem to remember using that sometimes too. Let's go ahead and get Weapon Master just because that seems like it's going to help pretty much everything. And then we can build upon that.
You drive too hard a bargain, friend.
Alright, so let's go ahead and... Weapon enhancements must be slotted to a weapon within the weapon forge area of War's inventory. Alright, let's try that out real quick. Alright, it's already slotted. Oh, there it is. Alright, so that'll just passively increase damage. Cool, can't argue with that. Alright, and Vulgrim is added to my map now. Oh, that's what that was. It's Vulgrim's symbol, just to indicate that he's available nearby. Good deal, good deal. And some more baddies. Sorry guys, this will not end well for you. Oh yeah, I already seem to be doing a little bit more damage, so thank you for that. give War credit. He looks like an absolute badass. Yeah, he really does. I do like the character design in this game. I don't think it's necessarily tremendously innovative as far as character design goes, but everything looks cool in a way you would expect it to look cool. Thanks for the entertainment. Gotta go have fun with the game. Alright, Ghost, thanks for stopping by. Glad you enjoyed it. Have yourself a good day, and I will see you around, hopefully. Alright, but yeah, the character design in this game is very cool. It's, very much power fantasy type stuff, as you can tell by War just being this impossibly muscle-bound space marine type silhouette. But still, it's well done within that those bounds. Alright, so yeah, I suppose let's go down this big, straight, obvious path this time. Death in Darksiders 2 looks badass as well, and armor influences.
Non straga singura.
Damn!
Do you know what's imprisoned here? There are things even you should fear, horseman. Once you were strong, but now you are weak and you are alone. The Destroyer knows of your coming. Even now, he moves his legions against you.
Then I'll make this quick.
Boss battle! Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oops. Oops, yeah. Already having trouble with the controls. Gotcha now. Minions? Don't be like that. We're having a nice fight here. Now you gotta call your minions in? Shameful. Shameful. Yeah, see, that's one thing I remember liking, is during the big badass combos, I can move my camera to focus on whoever the next guy I want to fight is. So it kind of allows me to set up my fight a little bit in advance. You know, plan things out. And I want to go for these guys next. Take him out. Move on to him. And you notice as I swing my sword there, I actually hit the guy next to me. So yeah, it's not just a meaningless cinematic, because I am still active within the game when I'm doing that. So that's a nice feature as well. Dodge. Oops. Smaller tail than I was expecting there. Whoop. Nope. Oh, with his own axe. Very dead right there. Hello?
Over here!
Not very subtle. Demons never learn which idiot pisses off a rider their apocalypse.
Blood-puking gargoyles. The plumbing must be stopped up.
Especially with the God of War. Not the God of War, that's a different game entirely. The Horseman of War in CQC. Exactly. That's a general problem in most video games. Well, that guy just killed 10,000 of my best men, but you know what? I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like I can pull this off. Let's do it. Let's do it. And it never works out. That guy's got a gigantic sword and is just butchering his way through my legions, but me, I'm different.
War. Are you here to play executioner? They should have sent all four of you.
I have no interest in killing you, Samael.
Ah, the Destroyer. He's beyond your reach, beyond mine.
Has prison made you a coward?
Perhaps there is a way, but you will need to get inside the Destroyer's spire. The tower is guarded by 4 of his chosen. Bring me their hearts, and ask me no questions. My reasons for helping you are my own.
Where can I find these guardians?
First, seek the Twilight Cathedral, where the Bat Queen Tiamat has gone to roost. The whole of her domain is a blistered inferno. By land, you will never reach it. Find the high ground with this, and bring me her still beating heart.
You know, I can't guarantee that I'm going to get to the heart still beating. That's not really how hearts work, but I'll see what I can do. Samael eats a lot of chili, as you can see. Man, he needs to dial down. That cannot be good for you. And who's stronger, the god of war or war himself? Well, only one way to find out. Fight, 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 fight. I'd watch that. Shadow Flight. These supernatural wings enable Ward temporarily glide. After a double jump, hold A to activate Shadow Flight and glide. Glide inside shadow currents, soar high into the air. Alright, so now we have our first movement power that we can use to get to some new areas. And so, where do we want to go from here is the question. Check our mini-map. Let's shortcut back over to him. Can I make it? Let's find out. Yep, no problem.
Samael has returned you in one piece. He must like you.
I'm a likable kind of guy. Alright, so no souls worth buying. As you can see, stuff is pretty expensive in the game.
Farewell.
So I'm not going to be buying a whole ton of stuff over the course of the game, or at least if I do, it's going to be at a slow pace. But still, I will do what I can. And as you saw, the area I am headed to is where Tiamat is. Tiamat, the boss that I got stuck on. I did not get tremendously far in the game, as you can see. And that is where I'm headed to. Activate Shadow Flight in a Shadow Current to perform huge leaps. Oops, hello. And he's dead. Before I go in there, I wanted to see if I can jump anywhere additional in here now that I've got that ability. Yeah, see, those zombies only give 2 souls anyway, which is not something you want to discount, because obviously that'll add up over time. But also, that's just not a whole ton. Oh, come on! Oh! Thought I might have been able... Oh, let me give that one more try, because that actually seemed pretty close. So if I use zombies for health, I don't feel too bad about it, just because they only do give the 2 souls. Not a huge loss. I'm okay with that. Alright, so this, I don't even know if the game's intending me to do this, but let's give it a shot, nonetheless. Oh, shoot! Gotta remember to hold on the second jump there. No, I have the passive right now. If I grab them with B, I can kill them to get a little bit of health. But that way I get green souls instead of the blue souls. So it's a tiny bit of a trade-off. Nope, doesn't look like that's gonna work. Alright, I'll come back later then. See if I get any other interesting ways to traverse that. Right now, bloop. There's that big boost. And let's see if we can't soften him up a little bit with a car. It certainly hurt the zombies. Or the Zambos, if you prefer. Oh, he's mad now. And I avoided the explosion for once. Learning! The trade-off's so little you should always use zombies for health. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm starting to think about that. I was sort of rationalizing my way through it. So I think that is what I'm going to be doing from now on. Alright. Enough of that. Let's actually head where the game seems to want us to go. Press and hold left bumper to display the HUD. Okay. There's the HUD, I guess. Maybe they mean, well, maybe they thought I was going to be flying through there, so that could have been it. Nice. Alright. Nope. And we get up here. And let's take a look around. As always, gotta be keeping an eye out for secrets whenever we can. They're not gonna be everywhere, but there is a decent amount of secrets in the game. And again, I'm not trying to 100% it, but need to make sure that I am strong enough to be competitive. This game will have some challenges to it. Definitely the monsters have a real curve to it. We've got to keep buying those upgrades as I go along. Keep up with things. Hello, nice jump. I'm actually going to get away from that edge because it spooks me. I'll fight you guys over here. I'll ask again one more time. I know some people were saying that my audio was a little quiet earlier during combat. How are my levels doing now? Everyone able to hear me okay? Should make sure of that before I get too much farther. I was wondering what that little grapple point down there was, but I assume that's for if you screw up and jump a little too early, so you've got a second chance instead of going straight into the lava, which is nice. I don't think that's a point that should necessarily be a big challenge for you that you get punished if you can't pull it off. The choking grounds. Fine for you? Alright, Durzak, good to hear. Thank you again for letting me know about that. Alright, I see. Volgrim. Hello.
Greetings.
I was gonna see if you had anything interesting to say, but no, just greetings apparently. Oop, Nice. That's one way to deal with them, I suppose. The quick way to deal with them, I suppose. I'll take it. I do remember hating flying enemies in this game. I remember them being a big source of frustration. I'll take care of the rest of the zombies so they don't get in my way. Oh, seems to be plenty of them now. Oh, camera! Camera, help me out here. Camera's not doing me any favors in this narrow space. But luckily it's not so narrow that I couldn't avoid that attack. That would have been troublesome. Alright, another soldier artifact. Go and trade that in pretty soon. And then buy some more upgrades before I move on. New enemy, and he's got a sword. Oh no, whatever shall I do? No, sword man, don't hurt me. Boom! Verdict, sword guy explodes real good. Excellent. Now I'll pick up some extra souls from desecrating the graves of the dead, like you do. Now there's another, it's a tiny thing, it's a nitpick, and you may make fun of me if you wish, but one thing that is a slight point of irritation in the game is they show the B button above they show the B button above an enemy when it's time to finish them off, but not when you can finish them off. That's an important distinction. Is just because you see the B button doesn't mean I can just press B and they're finished off. I have to be in range, and the B button doesn't indicate if an enemy is in range or not. The war doesn't care what he does to the dead. The dead are more his brothers. Yeah. That's not his department. So if anybody has a problem with it, please file it with the proper people. The proper people in this case being death. And I'm sure if there's a problem, he'll deal with it. More sword guys. There we go. Didn't want to knock him too far away, since I was close to getting that, getting the kill. Wanted to make sure he was close by, so I could just go for the finishing blow. Finish him off. I feel like, in general, in the game, I feel like I'm having an easier time now than I did the first time I played through. And it might just be because I haven't gotten to any of the parts that really gave me trouble. But I'd say it's a good sign so far. So keep your fingers crossed that it is a good sign. We'll see where we go from here. Hello, Swordman. I wonder if any of these enemies have official names that are just completely missing out on. See, that's the other problem. I was mentioning using those kills tactically, but then you saw some of the enemies also take the opportunity to move around as well. And that guy's blocking me. That's irritating. Don't block me. I got business to take care of. I don't have time for your blocking. Ooh. Alright, let's keep looking around in this area for more secret goodies. Always plenty of those, never want to miss them. Oh, hello. Yeah, no, you don't get the big animation sequence at the beginning. I'm going to finish you off right away. Ooh, didn't see him there. Ooh, man, yeah, he's getting me good. Luckily, he does damage to other enemies as well. I like that he laughs when I kill other enemies in his presence, too. That's pretty funny. Good way to use the time while I have invincibility frames, too. Instead of just having the enemies stand around. Oops. Nice. Gives me a good chunk of health right there. Tiny, tiny game mechanic right there, but the fact that he can actually give me a whole bunch of health back if I kill him, whereas I lose more than I gain if I get hit in that final explosion. It's a nice tiny little game mechanic that I like. Of course they have official names. I give them and they all end with asshole, skeleton sword guy asshole, bad asshole, fated demon asshole. I'll admit I do that as well. Although it seems like in every game I play, there seems to be some enemy named Douchebag. What do you know? Coincidence? I don't think so. Alright, anything over here? Nothing? Nothing I see. Oh, no. Little cave down here with... Perfect. Chest. Excellent. So between that and the artifact I have to trade in, I've actually got a pretty decent amount of souls right now. Enough to get another upgrade at least. So we're going to call this journey worth our while so far. Hello, big guy. I see you there. Gotcha. A beautiful quick pick-me-up. Ooh, shoot. Got all cocky there. Tried to hit him with the car instead of just fighting him the way I know works. Oops. My bad. Got him. Excellent. Yeah, I know I've got some combo moves as well. I'm not just forgetting it. But at this point, I don't really feel like I need them. It seems like my normal attacks are doing well. And I'm really doing good on health. I'm not, I am losing some, but I'm losing it at about the same rate I'm finding it. So that is nice. Oh yeah, in South Park you are the douchebag. I've seen a little bit of that. That's pretty funny. I'm not going to complain that, I'm not going to say I'm the most mature humor lover in the world, so yeah. Just the fact that your character is called douchebag in there is funny to me. I am okay with that. I think that's everything there is to see right over here, so let's head back to the other side of the wall. And keep looking around a bit. Is there anything I can actually do with those big tomb-looking things? Let's take a look. No, it doesn't look like it. By the way, you should use your special magic attacks at all time, not really to kill enemies faster, but to get a feel for how long it takes to recharge them. Oh, you know, that's not a bad idea, Trev. It does take, it is pretty quick to recharge them, so I should be, at least testing it out. Oops. Hello. Come back here. Sir Douchebag, mind you. Of course, I don't want to be disrespectful. The honorable, wise, and mighty Sir Douchebag. Of the mighty Douchebag dynasty, of course. House Douchebag. There's a banner you don't want to be flying off in. The banner of House Douchebag. Oh, I'm getting way too into this. So that's back the way I came, so I think I may have made a complete circuit at this point. Let's check around real quick. Wherever there's no destruction, you know I didn't check around very thoroughly. Ooh, hello. You're new. What are you? I see you over there. What's up, dude? What's going on? Nice! Another lifestone shard. A little bit further towards increasing that maximum health. So I guess that was just a reward for me finding that little area right there. It's odd that if that's the reward that the chest wouldn't just be in the area. But whatever. I'm not going to complain too hard. I appreciate just having a reward. Secret chest for humiliating a number of graves. Oh, of course! That's a nice thing to be rewarded for. Thank you very much, game. I believe desecrated is the correct term. Desecrating the graves. What a wonderful word. I appreciate when a term's supposed to indicate something bad, and the second you read it, you're like, oh, that doesn't sound like a good thing. I don't think I like that. That fits desecrating perfectly. You hear that? You're like, no, I don't want to see things being desecrated. That sounds bad. Agreed. Nice. So I think what it is the chests that just are green have health souls in them. Whereas the chests that are green but have a black aura around them have the health shards in them. So the ones with the black aura I need to open immediately, whereas the ones that aren't, I can go ahead and bypass if I don't need them. Again, I could be completely off base there, but that's what it looks like to me from right now. Oh, hey there, sword guy. What's going on? You're about to have a really bad day. What are you doing up there? Get up there. Alright. Keep exploring around. Been working out pretty well so far. No, that logic doesn't apply. Open all chests. But what if I need it later on? He said, because of course he did. Right? Oh, jeez. Ooh, hello. Little secret area here. What do we got here? Well, maybe not secret, but out of the way. Difficult to notice. And there's stuff down here, too. Nice little blue chest. Excellent. So we'll definitely head to the shop after this. And see what we can get in the way of upgrades. And then after that, I think we're just about ready to move on to the next area. By the way, how do you end your Alpha Protocol run? I missed the very last bit. I ended up accidentally not saving Mina, because I think I misunderstood what the game was trying to tell me. So, whoops. Oops. And so I teamed up with Scarlet, and did not kill the big bad dude. Which I kind of regret, but it was a snap decision. What are you going to do? Alright, so there's that special attack. Oops. Oh, didn't quite dodge that right. Got out of the way of that, though. See, that one's got the big aura around it, and it's a Wrath Shard. Select 4 shards to create a Wrath Core that increases War's maximum wrath. Right after he killed Darcy. Oh, well, she's the one who set you up in the first place. No, I did learn that. But I told her, I'm like, hey, I don't know that we can get out of this alive, so let's team up. And we did team up, and everything was cool. And also, she's a redhead, and that is kind of my thing. So, there's that too. Oh, they delayed the System Shock remake? Well, I'm okay with that. Naturally, I would like it as soon as possible, but if they need more time to make it perfect, I say give them the time. Let's do it. Alright, so no getting up there yet. That is probably a progress-gated thing. We'll see what we can do once we get some more upgrades. So you're seeing now that just like a Metroidvania, a lot of these areas that we're going through, we are going to want to return to later, once we get some more upgrades to play around with, so we can get some of the cool stuff that we missed. And so that big door right there is clearly where I want to go next, which is why I'm not going there, because I want to take care of business before I get in there. But as I said, we're almost done. There's little business left to take care of here. Have a car. Throwing cars at cars. Sport of champions. I missed a black chest. Where did I miss a black chest? I like those things. Over here somewhere, or was it right at the big door? Alright. Was there? I don't see one. Yeah, Al, I mentioned that in the Discord. I've been meaning to get around to this game for some time. And I mentioned I tried it before and I got stuck. So I'm hoping now I can do a little better. Maybe get a little farther. Oh, there we go. And we'll see. I take it you've played this and enjoyed it, Al? There we go. I assume that was the one you were talking about, Drev. Because if not, now I'm definitely at a loss. Alright, so let's check over here. This doesn't look tremendously familiar. Oh, there's that big pit. Yeah, I think I've done a complete circuit of this area now. Let's check over by the undestroyed chests. Because that's a good sign that I haven't been somewhere. But otherwise, yeah. Alright, yeah, I think I've been everywhere. Let's go see what we can buy, and then off to the next area. But yeah, hey Al, how are you doing tonight? Welcome back to the stream, as always.
Greetings.
Greetings. Alright, so... he sells Wrath Shards and Wrath Cores, that's pretty cool. Have to pick those up eventually, I imagine. But for right now... oh yeah, I've got an artifact to trade in too. I've actually been sleeping, so I haven't seen it, and no, I haven't played this. I've just seen a playthrough of it, plus I like a lot of the mythological stuff. Alright, cool. And good to hear you're good. Alright, so the question is, do I go for the scythe? Or do I keep upgrading the sword? I'm kind of thinking I should get the scythe now. By the way, don't get the scythe. Why do you say that, Drav? I seem to remember using the scythe a decent amount of time for its range. Alright, Whirlwind combo, that might be nice to get. Oh yeah, both of these I like. Far inferior to the sword. Yeah, I do kind of like the sword a lot, so I might just upgrade it a bit. Well, you know, I can always change my mind later. Can't upgrade it, has less special moves and does less damage. Only for AoE? Alright, well, let's get some wide-ranging moves then to make up for the no AoE. So let's pick up Whirlwind combo.
You are as wise as you are powerful.
And I'm going to save up for 180 Orbit Slash for right now. So... let's go ahead and get what we're getting. After all, it's Death's weapon, not War's, and Death is the master of the scythe. The Death Scythe, as it were. Alright, that makes sense. Oops. So many buttons. Can't remember what all these buttons have to do. Open sesame. Hey, buddy.
I have come for the Destroyer. My brother spoke of your coming, but a powerful curse holds me now. I cannot help you. Any curse can be broken. Yes, perhaps. These servants of the Destroyer walk unseen within the realm of shadow. By their blood we are bound. By their blood shall we be free. I can no longer move within the Shadow Realm. Much of my power has left me. You need not enter it. I will grant you the power to see into the accursed realm for a time. But to what end? What hope have we now against the Destroyer's foul sorcery? Hope will not bring you freedom.
You think the horn can stun enemies? Yes, I believe they mentioned that.
Find where these shadow lurkers hide and kill them all. They can't be that hard to find.
Yeah, I seem to remember them mentioning that the horn can stun enemies. But as Drav here will attest to, I tend to forget about my abilities pretty frequently. So, I'm probably just going to forget about that, unfortunately. I'll try to remember if it comes up. So what do I do with this? B button action? Hello? What do we have here? Uh-oh. Malicious laugh. Speed Brawl. Defeat 40 enemies within the time limit. Bonus souls will be rewarded for any life left on the clock. Alright, simple enough.
Surely this is no challenge for Lightning.
Yeah, I sure hope it's no challenge. Roughly they're clustering up if I let them, so just gotta kind of aim for the big clusters. Now, I've got plenty of time for this one, as you see. The time on the clock is just tremendous compared to the number of enemies I need to kill anyway. But of course, spawning more enemies in, that's troublesome. I am going to need to not just kill... It's not just to kill 40 zombies. Oh yeah, my special ability, the Blade Barrier. Probably could have used that to finish off some of those zombies. Oh yeah. There we go. Should get that back pretty quick from these guys too. So close now. Almost dead. Yeah, see, that would have hit me right there, except I was in the middle of a kill animation. So I had temporarily invincibility. Very handy. Alright, just one more. No way. Oh, there we go. That was the one more. Why not just stab the eye through the cell? It's magic. Bars of magic. Probably. Right. That's usually the video game excuse. Because it's magic, that's why. Because it's super duper magical in a way that is super duper inconvenient. But yeah, that's what my first thought would have been as well. Why can't I just stab him? He's right there. He's right there and he's a big eye. He's got no defense. Alright. May as well open the chest. Just because I'm probably not going to pass this way again anytime soon. Let's just keep searching around. Since there is that one chest that was new, there may be more chests that are new. So I am going to make a real thorough search of the area. Sauron has his eyes everywhere. You know, I hadn't even thought of that, but that totally is the eye of Sauron. I just stabbed Sauron in his big fat eye. Screw that guy. Sauron guy thinks he's so special. His big old eyes and his ring that he doesn't even have. How can you be so proud of a ring when you don't even have it? Oh, it's around here somewhere. I'm sure it is, Sauron. I'm sure it is. Samael sounds creepy as always. Yeah, he does. Alright, what do we gotta do in here? Just reach through and poke him. Just don't even have to stab him. Just poke him. He won't like that. Venomous. Kill 50 enemies before war's infected health depletes. Bonus souls rewarded for any remaining health. Ooh, that sounds dangerous. Well, luckily I remember I have Blade Barrier right now, so I will try to use that when they start grouping up on me. Oh my god, there's so many of them too. Oops, no, that's the one. Wrong button. Oops, no, it's still the wrong button. Don't even know what button I'm trying to hit there. My health's not depleting all that fast though, so that's a small blessing. Still, I'd like to get a whole bunch of these buggers in one go. Oh, there we go. I should finish off a big group of them. So again, as you saw in the last level, there's sometimes going to be more enemies than I need to kill. So what I'm going to want to do is try and focus on the weakest enemies whenever I can. Of course, it's not always going to be an option. There are, as you can see, some health chests around here. So I can replenish a little bit of health, if need be, but now I'm out of wrath, so I can't use any more of my blade barrier, which is unfortunate. I would have thought about it, I might have tried saving it for these guys, but I didn't really know how many zombies I'd have to be fighting compared to other enemies. He's also a filthy elf. True. Elves, man, I tell ya. Finish him off. See if we can finish these guys off, or at least one of them, and go for another health chest. Grab that. Should do me nicely. Now these guys will get me a little bit more wrath back as well, so should be able to use blade barrier again soon. Almost. Cutting through them pretty well. There we go, got him. Wail on these guys a bit. Nice. So great. And luckily, since they have these nice long animations when they come out of their summon, I can actually get them while they're being summoned. They don't have iframes at that point. So I can just completely cheese the hell out of them. And you know I love that. Alright. Not much left to be done now. 6 left? 6 left. Ooh. And now we get this big guy. Let's speed things up a little bit with that. I don't know that I actually need to kill him, so let's see if I can take out some sword guys instead. Ooh, that's a little dangerous there. No more health chests that I can see. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I think I am going to have to kill the big guy, unfortunately. So let's see if I can get a wrath chest. Speed things up a little bit. Yes, that definitely happened. Oh, cool, I didn't need to. Either I didn't need to kill the big guy, or that did kill him right there. I'll take it either way. Mission accomplished. Time to go stab a big eyeball.
Excellent.
I thought there was a... yeah, there was another wrath chest. I'm probably not going to need it after the chest in there, but... waste not, want not, right? Yeah, that filled me up. Alright. Hey, buddy. Eyeball stabbings. Alright, didn't need any of that. But I do need some of this. Good, back to full health. Alright, continuing on. Is there anything down here? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Head down in this direction and just head straight towards the next challenge, I suppose. Yep, nothing else over here. Tonight, gentlemen, we hunt eyeballs. The deadliest of prey. Alright. The Gory End. Kill 30 enemies using only Roar's instant kill attacks. Bonus souls awarded for time left on the clock. Alright. We gotta use my B button kills exclusively, otherwise it doesn't count. Luckily for the flying guys, it's more convenient to do that anyway. And as you can see, I can jump from one to the other, which is awesome. I love doing this. This is so funny. Oh, and I got an achievement for that! For killing all those enemies without touching the ground. That's awesome. Oops, missed one. Take care of you, because I hate you guys. Then we get back to the business of killing sword dudes. And business is good. So I'd love to use Blade Barrier here, because that would be really handy, but I can't, because I need to be using my B-button attacks. So the whole point of these challenges really is to force you to do things the hard way. Partially to teach you, partially to make sure you're aware of these mechanics. The Shane hates animals called PETA. No, don't call PETA. I only hate fantasy animals. The ones that don't exist. Like giant screaming bats. Or unicorns. Or platypuses. Just the ones that aren't real. Only those ones. No big. Alright, so now they're clustering up at least, which makes me easier for me to do the damage I need to skip straight to that kill animation. Can line them all up, then knock them all down pretty quick. Matter of fact, these purple guys are one of the easier preys here after the bats. I'll try and focus on them when I can, and the bats as well. Ooh. I'm not trying not to focus on that big guy, because he's going to be troublesome. Come on. Get close. However, this big guy is going to give me trouble. I'm sure of that. Ooh. Alright, got him though. Oh, so many guys. Saw a bat over there. Let me get him for an easy kill. Gotta get away from this guy, but he's really aggressive. 28. Oh, there's two big guys, that's probably why. And 30. 30. Excellent. Well, PETA defends fantasy animals as well. How often do they go nuts because they're able to mass murder some alien critter? Yeah, that's true. PETA are not good people. PETA are nutcases. Let's be honest there. The goal of protecting animals is a good one, but PETA is not a good organization, because they are more concerned about publicity, really, than animals. In my opinion, anyway. If you're looking to find a charity that protects animals, there are much better ones out there than PETA. Please look for them if spending money on protecting animals is a thing you're looking to do. I implore you. Yeah, PETA's big into not eating meat too, and if that's your thing, go right ahead. But that is not for me. I wonder, what's in the center? Is it still the store? Or is there anything else interesting in there now? Nope, just the store. Alright, so let's continue heading to the last big ol' eyeball then. Get this area finished, shall we? Some organization invades game industry. It's not a serious one. True. Well, I don't know. Games are kind of a big deal right now, just because they are a big part of people's lives. They're not the niche hobby that they used to be. Everybody plays games, whereas they used to be just something that, considered at least, something that only nerds played. But now, Games really are a part of everyone's lives. And that's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. But that does mean that there's going to be good games, there's going to be bad games, there's going to be abusive games. Games that are not really smart, not really intelligent, not really games people want to be supporting. I don't think it's wrong per se to have advocacy groups complaining about video games. To the extent that it's wrong to complain about any art. I do believe in freedom in artistry, though. In a legal sense, but that doesn't mean you need to support every piece of art, necessarily. I'm getting into really weird political territory. I'm going to back down a little bit. Shane, there are no new chests in the Shadow Realm. Oh, seriously? Oh, that must have been the one health chest that I left before. Oh, crap. I could have swore I heard somebody tell me there were missable chests because there were some in the Shadow Realm. I could have read that wrong, though. I'm going in here mostly blind, but I was given some tips before I played. So I'm going mostly off that and my memories of this section, which are admittedly very vague. Aerial Brawl. Defeat 5 enemies using aerial combos. Oh, that's tricky. I haven't done any of that so far. I do remember liking using aerial combos in my first playthrough, so let's start getting used to that then. That one counted. Not quite what I was looking for, though. Try this again. There we go. Ah, dang. So I'm not quite strong enough to finish him off with one combo, which is a little problematic. We'll keep working on it. I think I remember some sort of upgrade that I could use to get a new move in here. Matter of fact, I want to try that one out. What was it? No, that wasn't it. I don't remember. I have to check the combo list in a bit. And that's it. Simple enough. Well, no, I don't ever think that anyone's viewpoint should be enforced in a video game, but, you know, I think sometimes people are going to be doing things wrong or doing things suboptimally. So, in that case, I think it's the duty of society to encourage it. You know, obviously I'm not talking about laws. I'm just talking about forces for social good, let's put it that way. War's reflective instincts have been awoken, allowing him to counterattack physical and projectile threats, plus a right bumper just before the moment of impact. Oh, I'm going to forget that real quick. I guarantee you, I'm going to completely forget I have that ability. Alright, so that is all of the things in the area.
That must be the last of them. Let's get out of here.
Yep, let's go ahead and head back to Big Door Guy. And go ahead and call it quits for right now. No, I don't... Yeah, I was really bad at the counter in Amalar. It was, to be fair, very tricky in Amalar. There wasn't a lot of frames available, I don't believe. Or no, it was, yeah, you had to press the button at a very specific time, which wasn't always very intuitive.
Sisters praise you.
No problem, buddy. Ravager. This enhancement increases War's damage with environmental weapon attacks. Alright, new enhancement. Cool deal. So we've already pretty much explored everything interesting in this area, so let's go ahead and move on immediately. After smashing some cars, of course, like you do. Let's be honest, it is pretty satisfying just throwing cars around. Especially with the casual ease that he tosses them around. Did you see how he stared at that stone body? He's like, damn, that dude's huge. Why does he have a hole in his chest? Which is also a question I had. Kind of ruined... yeah, Durzok, yeah, we were talking about how you can definitely break that game over your knee pretty easily. You know, without doing anything that I would consider an exploit or anything like that. You absolutely can make yourself way too powerful. Way before you get to the end of the game. I think Drav was actually the one telling me that about mage supremacy. And yeah, Amalur, I'll say it again, Amalur is a really cool game with a lot of interesting ideas, but it also is a game with plenty of flaws. And the power curve in that game is one of those flaws. Ended up spamming meteors? Huh! Yeah, I think that's what Drav was talking about before, is the meteor spam and how ridiculous it is. And I want to say... that's kind of a problem with a lot of games where you have mage classes. Just because mage classes have such versatility that it can be dangerous in how easy it can be to... Of course it was you, yeah. I thought it was. Yeah, games with mages you'll often see where the versatility of the mage class and the way they can fight entirely at a range can often lead themselves to being way too powerful. I know that's true in a lot of fantasy games like Neverwinter Nights. As long as you get someone nice and meaty to stand in front of the mage class, they can often rain death down from above. And let's be honest, I'm a guy that appreciates a challenge as much as the next guy, but I do kind of enjoy broken mage classes sometimes. Not all the times. Not all the times. But sometimes it is fun to just be a mindless, magic-based killing machine in games like that. Kind of enjoyable. And in Kings of Amalur, there are other classes if you want other options, but I can understand how you might not want to immediately return after you get that powerful. I can respect that completely. D&D 3.5, yes. Really most of the D&D editions before. 4 was getting there, 5 is pretty good about that as well. By giving everybody on-use powers. I forget what they're called exactly. But yeah, D&D 3.5 definitely had some problems with caster supremacy. And I think they thought that it was fixed because at early levels, casters were squishy and useless. But it didn't take long at all for them to become mind-blowing killing machines. Well, Amalur shows why magic in a lot of RPGs usually has cast times. Yes, yeah, you do need some sort of limitations. Cast times are a nice, easy one. Of course, the way D&D handled it was by giving you only a certain number of spells you could cast per day, at least in older editions, like 3.5. But really, all that wasn't a good balancing mechanic, because that just made you hesitant to use the abilities that define you as a class. If you're a magic user, you're going to want to be using magic. And if you ever get to a point where you're like, maybe I shouldn't be using magic here, that's not fun. That's the opposite of fun. That's anti-fun. So that's bad. It's not a great solution. And I understand I am probably going to drive some fans of Vancian casting insane there. And I apologize, but that's the way I feel about the topic. Alright. Get this guy. You know, just stabbing bats like you do. I was hoping there would be somebody new and exciting I could throw that car at, but no such luck. I do appreciate that sometimes the physics engine just goes, you know what, never mind. We're just going to have this car explode. Normally 2 hits, but this guy is having a bad time. Blow it up now. Dang it! Keep accidentally blowing the horn when I go for the dash button. Not a mistake you'd really make in real life. but definitely a Darksiders mistake. For me, at least. Alright, so let's head down here and just add this to the map, if nothing else. Ooh, he's got some enemies on the way to him. And a chest, too. Finding a chest on the way to the store, like finding a 20 on the way to on your way to go grocery shopping. Nice, and now I'm actually doing pretty good on souls right now, so I'm gonna get to buy a couple of things when I get in there. Sweet. Alright, cool.
What would you ask of this humble merchant?
Are there any other paths down here? The map looks like there might actually be. Before I go shopping, let me make sure I can grab all the souls I can so I can really see what's available to me. Ah yes, there is a little dead end down here with a lifestone shard. Excellent. Well noticed, Shane. Why, thank you, Shane. Speedrun in this game is pretty fun. Ooh! You know, I bet it is. I'm gonna have to check that out. Do you know offhand if there's any on the Speed Demo Archive or somewhere else? I imagine it's probably on the Speed Demo Archive, everything is. Alright, so almost enough for a Wrath Shard, but I don't think I want a Wrath Shard right this second anyway. So, let's start getting... I know I said I wanted the Orbit Slash, so let's get the Orbit Slash. And that's a 1 upgrade wonder, so good deal there. And upgrade the block counter, but I don't know how much I'm going to be using that. Increases the range of the sword uppercut. That could be kind of cool. Double jump plus attack out of bounds for the first half, and then swim out of bounds for the second half. Oh man! Out of bounds things are so funny. If you've ever seen, if you like that, you might want to look into speed runs of some of the Batman Arkham games. Because I know in some of those they do the exact same thing. Wherein they found ways to get outside the map. And so Batman spends a lot of his time just sort of cruising outside the map. Let's see. Oh, so that was one of the things I was thinking. That's cheap enough. Let's go ahead and upgrade that a little bit.
Hard a bargain, friend.
And sword uppercut, sure.
An excellent choice.
All right. Do I want to get anything else while I'm here?
Nice sword.
Let's upgrade Power Strike.
You are as wise as you are powerful.
Cool. Alright, so there's that flippy move that he was talking about. Oops, nope, shoot. That was a waste. Trying to do the, oh. Nope, not that either. There's the home run swing. I have to say, seeing Darksiders again after several years and after playing Darksiders 2, Darksiders 2 really made quite a few improvements. Well, that's good to hear. Because if I'm going to be playing it later on, then I would definitely like to see, even if I end up liking this game, I'm going to want to see some quality of life improvements. That's, if nothing else, if you've got a sequel that's basically the same thing as the first one, and in a lot of cases you're going to want to do that, just more instead of different, then you at least want to add some quality of life improvements. So that is a good thing to hear. Hello. No thank you. That's right now. I'm going to have to try a little bit to remember some of my combo moves, because some of them do sound pretty useful. But I'm only going to be able to use them if I can get in the habit. And I think we all know that's probably not going to happen, but not for lack of trying at least, not for lack of trying. The setting is pretty cool. I'd say, you know, no game is for every person. It was still pretty boring for you after a while. Alright, to each their own. I, of course, can't judge it when I haven't played it, but if that's how you felt about it, then I will keep that in mind as far as recommendations. Alright. Oh, hello. More bats to kill. Excellent. There we go. Jump on you. Can't believe I didn't get this bat achievement before. It's so fun! And he's dead too. I think that was all of them. Man, I really knocked that guy far. Alright, I see a chest down here, so let's go check that out. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting setting. I like the implications of the setting. The whole post-apocalyptic... It's cool to combine a post-apocalyptic setting with a fantasy setting. That's an interesting idea, and it's something you don't see done very often, so I can respect that. This should be, I believe, my last lifestone shard. Excellent. So that will health me up a little bit. Harder with a mouse and keyboard. You know, that's probably it now that I'm thinking about it. That would make perfect sense. I swear, I remember having... I thought I remembered having more trouble with this game than I am. So I'm really hoping that's all it was that this game is kind of crap with keyboard and mouse. And now that I'm using an Xbox controller, like it was apparently intended to be played... Oh, hello. You're very large. We fight now? Is that where we're going? We're gonna fight? Or am I gonna run from you? Nope. Can I toss cars back at him? Apparently. That might just give him more ammo though. Toss it. Good boy. Out of ammo. Luckily, he's providing more. That's kind of it. Oops. They don't fall off the edge. And now we fight for realsies. So he does those combos. Whoops. Play this a little conservative until I see how exactly I'm supposed to fight him. Ooh, man, he does so much damage. I think I remember having trouble with this guy last time I played, and I can see why already. The horn hits him, but doesn't really phase him all that much. Ooh, wow. Ooh, yeah, see, even the dash doesn't quite take me out of his range. That got him. Recommend I practice the counter. Oh my god, and I already forgot that I have a counter. So there you go. If you're wondering how long it took me to forget that I'm supposed to be countering, it's that long. It's that long exactly. Yeah, so I will definitely practice the counter. I imagine later in the game. Especially now that I'm seeing that my dodge isn't the end-all, be-all in combat. I will start looking into using the counter a little bit more often. You play Pong with him. Ping pong. I enjoy some ping pong. I'm no good at it, but I enjoy it sometimes. So I suppose even that little bit of stun that I got with the horn was better than nothing. I'm going to use you for help. And I'm not even going to feel bad about it. Need to rebuild that health before I move on. Ooh, hello. Giant blue thing. You're new. Oops. Well, I imagine I'll know what that blue thing is once I need to know. So for right now, let me just keep looking around. You'll be repeating again and again like an Amalar. You know, that might just be what it takes. We shall see, we shall see. Keep poking around here. Grabbing zombies and hitting them. And getting chests, yes. See, now we're doing pretty decent on souls. Before, it felt like the game was a little stingy, maybe. No souls from the couch. Monsters. Yeah, before it felt like maybe the game was a little bit stingy with the souls, but now I'm feeling much better. Hitting them at a pretty good clip. Oops. Wow. Get you. Get you. And get you taken out. Excellent. And what is this now? Beholder's Key, an ornate key with a symbol of an eye engraved on it, unlocks a nearby barrier. Yep, just like I said, when I need to know about that door, I'll know about that door. Well, it's a theme thing. War and Death actually have very different themes. While Death is the agile, dodging assassin, War is the big hulking brute who goes in and stays in, so counter is his thing, not so much dodging. You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. I can respect that. So right bumper is my block key. I will try to remember that. And I assume the timing is right before I get hit. As it is in most games like this. I will try to keep that in mind. So nothing else to see down here. Go ahead up to the back up to the Beholder door. Crack it open with what I imagine is going to be tremendous violence. Yep. Because if you're going to have a locked door in a game about the Horsemen of War in the end times, may as well have the locked door be bloody. Uh-oh.
This way.
It's nothing. Some demon trick.
I know what I saw.
He's right.
Uriel.
It's there, beneath the stench of this place. You can sense it, ancient. From neither the White City nor the Black Depths. Something lost between.
Hellgod, to arms!
Slay him!
Now see, how badass is that? He sees a host of Seraphim, and his immediate first thought is, well, there's my ride. It's right trigger to shoot, hold and right trigger to tag enemies for homing shots. Holy shit, it's Panzer Dragoon. And I love Panzer Dragoon. Panzer Dragoon is fantastic, and if you haven't played it, well, unfortunately it's not so easy to get your hands on. But if you can manage to find one of the versions of Panzer Dragoon, I highly recommend it. Because it is a fun little game. Knock him out of the air. Lock-on shot's nice and all, but also good aim. Decent aim right now, so... kind of shoot them where I can. And through the waterfall. Oh, terrible drive. Terrible. Take them right now. Can't actually hit that guy. He's too far over, so I don't know what the game wants me to do. Ooh, ooh. Oops. Can I shoot those down? Can I shoot the actual balls down? Yeah, kinda. Have to keep that in mind. Take them out before they get to me, just like in Painted Dragoon. Nice, got him. Hopefully make things a little bit easier. Ooh, my health is not looking great. I remember this is a decently long sequence too. I gotta play as best I can here. Oh, these guys are all kinds of badass, so I can't take them out immediately. Let's see if I can't... Ooh. That was dangerous. Oh shoot, this is dangerous too. Oh man. Yeah, the rails feel a little bit narrow in this thing. Sometimes I can't quite get things to the side of me. I should probably be focusing on dodging them instead. I got one of them. Alright. Plenty more though. Just keep shooting down angels. Like you do. I got that one down. Oh no, I didn't get him down. I actually kind of like the angel design, sort of a high-tech theme instead. Yeah, it's cool. This game does take some of the more traditionalist ideas that it's using and take them in some interesting directions. I definitely respect that. Oh geez, bats. Ooh, lots of souls there, and some health maybe? Handy if that's the case. No, I like those designs too. I like all the designs in the game, I think, that I've seen so far. Big bat dude, and some lesser bat dudes. Destroy all bat dudes. Except Batman, but he's not really a dude, he's Batman. It's the name. Being a little more clear, concise. Don't ever call Batman a bat dude. I don't think he'll appreciate that. See if we can hit a couple more than one with each. Be more efficient with our shots. Alright, yeah, we're taking some down now. Ooh. Probably don't want to hit those. Imagine that would be bad. Ooh. Shoot them where I can, dodge them where I can't. I think that's the order of the day. So many. Yeah, this is a pretty long sequence. For what it is, it's a very long sequence. Get a couple more of them while I can. Ooh, now I gotta fight the big dude too. That's probably gonna be a problem. Ooh! Yeah, he hits hard. Ooh, man, yeah, he really hits hard. Get out of the way of those. And he's blocking me too, so I don't think I'm doing any damage. Maybe I just have to hang on until the end. Not sure. Oh, a lock-on shot, maybe. Let's try that. See if I can soften them up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That was probably what I needed to do. Just use the lock-on shot instead of just shooting him straight in the face while he's blocking. Work smarter, not harder. Destroy the Batman. No, don't destroy the Batman. He's our hero. He saves everybody. Alright, how am I doing? Oh, nope, still plenty more to go. No getting out of this yet. Oh, man. So many bats. Oh, now they're all shooting at me, too. Making my life complicated here. Ooh, taking damage. Taking too much damage, really. Yeah, see, I can't quite aim my cursor high enough to actually nail those guys. I don't know if that's sort of some sort of intentional punishment for not killing them earlier, or if I'm missing something. I really have no idea. I'm going to keep trying to shoot the guys when I can, instead. A little more health there. Good, good. Not sure how much more I have to go. Oh, hey, there's the castle I'm supposed to get to. Oops. My ride, no! Joke's on you, Tiamat. I'll just call an Uber when I'm done with your ass. Ha! Technology!
Tiamat, I assume? Guess she wasn't up for having visitors today.
Alright. So we are now at the outskirts of the first major dungeon in the game. And you'll remember I mentioned this earlier. No, Angel Bird! My thoughts exactly. I remember the first time I played that sequence. By the end of that, I'm like, wow, this guy kind of kicks ass. We're a good team. Oh god, he's dead! No! But yeah, I mentioned this before. The game has kind of been God of War-esque up to this point. But now this dungeon is where we start seeing why all the critics called it. Said that it had Zelda influences as well. This is where we really get into the meat of the game. In a lot of senses, we can consider everything that's happened in the game before this point to be prologue. Which is a little insane since we are 3 hours in at this point. But that's kind of what the game wanted to do to get set up. How cool would it... That's Panzer Dragoon. If you've never heard of Panzer Dragoon, Drav, definitely check it out because that's basically how it is. It's not, you know, that cool design right there, but it is that. But no, the idea that I could just summon it at any time during the game, like my own personal Megazord, I'd be down with that. Maybe Darksiders 3? Huh? Maybe? Possibly. I don't see why not. Alright, so I can get a Wrath Shard, but I think I'd only have 2 Wrath Shards then. So I'm not in any particular hurry. And Blade Geyser, man, that is expensive.
Let me know if I can help you.
So, let's see, what do I want to get while I'm in here? But then there'd be no adventure? Well, I mean, they could structure it in a different way.
Oh, you like that?
But of course, yeah, they would have to structure it in that way then. Let's upgrade Power Strike. I think that's probably, if I'm going to be using blocking more, that's probably I think I'm going to be using more often. That increases the range, that sounds
You are
nice.
as wise as you are powerful.
And, yeah, let's go ahead and increase the range a little bit more.
You drive too hard a bargain, friend.
And Flip Saw I don't really use, so I'm not going to get that.
Oh, don't forget over here.
And Demon Edge I don't use either, so I'm going to save up a little bit more. I hope they do a Darksiders 30. Still said the studio had to close. Yeah, it is. You know that you can save souls for the more expensive stuff, right? Yeah, of course. But I usually like buying the cheap stuff first because, you know, then I get a whole range of powers. And unless there's something higher priced that I really want, I'm going to try and work my way up the tier a little bit. And that's kind of what I'm doing here.
Nice sword.
This is not Dark Souls. You won't be losing the souls. It is funny. That did occur to me since they are called souls. It's like saying why they just won't call the Hawks to deliver the... Oh, there is an argument that's never fun. Why don't they just have the Eagles take them all the way to Mordor? Well, because there's trebuchets and crap, and they'll get shot down. The Eagles owe Gandalf a solid, and that solid does not include getting killed. Or at least that's my explanation for it. So you can see stuff over there, but very clearly I can't get over there, so I'm going to need a new ability first. Because then the movie would have only been 20 minutes long. That too? That is also a reason. And only one book, probably. Alright, look at that cool statue.
Over here!
What's this? An elaborate crystal blade identical to those mounted on statues throughout the cathedral. So do I have a new sword now? Interesting. Is that it? Just have a new sword? It also has Chaos Eater there. I think I have to use the sword for a puzzle, don't I? So I think I remember that. I don't remember what the puzzle is, but I'll find it. I'll get there. But for now, pretty cool looking sword. One book, one comic. The Eagles are godlike creatures, but they would have been corrupted by the ring. Yeah, that was a big excuse for a lot of things in Lord of the Rings. Was here we go. Was that one of the reasons a lot of creatures couldn't help out is because they would have become corrupted by the influence of the ring. That was the same reason Galadriel gave of the elves, if I remember correctly. And we saw a little bit of that in the movie, where just being around the ring for a little bit started corrupting her a little bit. Oh hell, they're still fighting. Kick his ass, dude! Yes, take him out! Oh no. Get my popcorn, I'll just sit back and watch these two go at it for a while. Oh, no, they're done. Well, good. Thank you, Eagle Buddy. Take him out. Maybe I won't even need to fight Tiamat. Maybe Eagle Buddy will do all the fighting for me. Who knows? Alright, we're good. Hello, scary dude thing holding a statue. I sense hinting about a puzzle there. Figure out what the hell he wants in a bit. Right now, we're killing bats. You know, I think that might be another reason that I had difficulty getting the achievement before. Is because it needs 5 or 6 bats to complete. And outside of the challenge rooms, you don't often find that many at once. So I think I remember that I just kind of kept coming up like 1 bat short when I was trying to do those puzzles earlier. Or in areas like this. Like you see, there was enough bats, but they didn't all attack me at once. So it was a little tricky to get the achievement done. Alright, so this... Alright, so that door shows up red in my mini-map, so that's locked, alright? I can still hear fighting above, that's pretty badass. So you don't know what's to come after Tiamat, right? Nope, I am basically blind after Tiamat. That's as far as I ever got. I didn't ever watch any LPs or anything, which is how I like it. I like doing blind runs on the stream wherever I can. Especially for games that have a good story and good enemy design. I think that really lets me enjoy them a little bit more. Mind you, I'm not, while I don't like spoilers, and definitely one of the stream rules is no spoilers, I'm not one of the people that's more rabid about spoilers, necessarily. In some cases, I'm even going to say spoilers can be good things. some cases I even seek out spoilers as a way to enjoy media better. But for video games, typically, I prefer it if I can go in unspoiled whenever I can. And some things it's harder to stay unspoiled than others. And for some nice surprises and interesting puzzles, I like both of those things. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Well, you know what you do when there's a lot of enemies. Keep killing until you thin out the herd. Oh yeah, there's one of my combo moves I forgot about. That little spin move there. I do like that. Try and use that a little bit more often when I get surrounded like that. Oops. And remember to block, of course, whenever possible. I think that should be most of them, if not all of them. Yep, cool, that's all of them. Alright. And there's another one of those eyeball doors, so I'll have to find another one of the keys to get in there. But it looks like right now the way to go is pretty obvious. Alright, bomb growths. Grab and throw this sticky bomb onto objects and enemies before it detonates. Strike it for an instant explosion. And thus, the puzzles begin. So, do I need help? Let me mess around with the bombs first. And that's how you destroy the red crystals. Simple as that. You notice every once in a while you can still hear those two fighting up above. That's pretty badass. And the screen of it is just shaking there, as a matter of fact. Wow. Little things, little things. Big statue. Could it be part of a puzzle? How do we solve this clever puzzle? With force! Sometimes puzzles need finesse, and sometimes they need you to kick a big statue of an old man really hard. It varies. Depends on the area. And I've got the map. Excellent. I'm sure I'll be using that later. Because I do remember getting crazy lost at a couple of points in this castle. Right, so I've got this door available to us, so let's see what's through here. Treasure chest, I like those. Don't want Birdie to die. This is Sparta! That was kind of what he did there, just straight up Sparta kick, wasn't it? Whoa, hey! No, bad Birdie. Bad Birdie gets stabbed while in midair with sweet combo action. Alright, so... can I jump it? Oh, just barely not. Might have been able to do that. Might have to try that again. But I do have that new area available to me where I knocked the statue down, so maybe I'll check that out instead. I don't want Birdie to die either. He was such a bro. But maybe we'll be able to save Birdie. We'll find out. Alright, as we move to the lower areas of the castle. Glide over the lava. Thankfully you can grab onto that. That would have ended badly otherwise. That spin move is pretty cool. Need to be using that more often. Well, there's multiple enemies, of course, and it's just the one guy. Not a biggie. Alright, I see that relic up there. Let's see if I can grab that. Nice. Soldier artifact. So that, if I remember correctly, adds up to 500 souls. I like that. Give me a good stock. I imagine by the next time I see Volgrim, unless there's a Volgrim inside the castle, I should have a pretty significant stock of souls. So that'll be nice. This looks like a long way. Can I make it? Oh, nope. Not if I drop the button, that's for sure. At least it's not an instant kill right there. You just lose some health and then it moves you back. So it's press, then hold. Practice counter versus those weak enemies? Not a bad idea. Next time I see some sword guys, maybe I'll, alright, I'll reduce these guys down to 1 and then I'll practice countering on them. Because I don't necessarily want to try countering when there's a whole bunch of them. Ooh. Alright, so that's how to block, of course, but not quite countering. Ooh. Yeah, I suspect my reflexes are not going to be good for countering. That's thin to hurt a little bit. Instead of just 3 guys. Like I said, let's knock it down to 1. That'll make it a little bit easier. Ah, nope. There we go. Timing is very tricky, though. Practicing against big, strong dudes usually ends wrong. Understandably. Alright, so now I got the Beholder key. So that's good. And we got a couple of dead ends here. Although I guess by those big gears, they may open up later on. So let's just head out this way. Yeah, with a move like that, you want to get a little more comfortable with it early on in the game, so you don't screw yourself up over later on. Blocking I can do, but the actual counter, that's a little trickier. There we go, though. Alright, let's see if I can... Oh, no. May as well just finish him off. But yeah, at the very least now, I see the concept of how it works. So, it's all a matter of can I get the skill of the timing down. Oops, nope. And that's going to be tricky, certainly. And really, that is part of it. It is a skill in a lot of ways. And my reflexes are one of my weakest points as a gamer. Not afraid to admit that. Alright, let's try blocks again. Nice. So it's doable, at least against enemies where I know the timing. So hopefully later on when I encounter big dudes that I want to start countering, I'll be able to learn their timing pretty quickly. Alright, back up here, but it appears we have some more enemies to contend with. Enemies that can't stand up well to the kind of beatings that I'm going to be laying down. Hey, buddy. Today ends badly for you, I'm sorry to say. Alright, so, obvious next course of action. Let's head through here. Alright. Like just a straight shot, but this looks like a place with fightiness. Yep. Probably gonna be some fighting in here. Ooh, you're new. Try to counter. You keep trying. I tried to counter again, didn't quite work. Ooh, knocking his armor off, that's pretty cool. Ooh. Nope, tried to counter there, that definitely didn't work. Now I'm almost dead, that's not good. Get some health back. Yeah, countering is nice, but where I can, I think I'm still going to want to try and dash out of the way. It's not going to work in every situation, but I can make it work sometimes, I suspect. And you're toast. I have to say they really nailed the combat. It looks so fluid and impactful. Yeah, it does. The different animations for the different moves that you can combo flow really well into each other. And for a game that's often very combo-based, that's very key. And see, look at the little lines that come off me when I dash. It's a little comic book-like touch that makes the dash look that much more faster. They do more faster. All the more faster, yeah, that's correct. There's a little bit of motion blur too, but the lines really help communicate what they're trying to do, I think. Alright, got another crystal sword. And now I'm going to need to find a statue to put it in. And I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to find one of those. But we'll take a little look around. Might be obvious, might not be. Let's see. Glad that Americans struggle with English too. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It is a weird, often frustrating language. Lots of loan words, lots of odd conjugations. If you ever find yourself having trouble with the English language, you're not alone. Americans do too. I am told, for the record, I have some friends in the linguistics field who have told me that apparently Finnish is the most difficult of the languages to learn. I don't know how true that is, but from what I've seen, it looks like a very difficult language. Just based on the way the language is structured. So where did that open up? I kind of wasn't paying attention. Check the map, maybe? Alright, so this... Well, yeah, right in front of the door, of course. That makes sense. Oh, they're still fighting. Get him! Take him out! It's cool that that becomes an ongoing story as you're working your way through the castle. Oh my god! Oh jeez! Son of a bitch! I need to deal with him. And that's how we deal with him. Throw a bomb at him. Open up right in front of me. Well, we can't take the obvious route. Where's the fun in that? I could have helped. I never would have gotten there in time. Birdie's fighting his own fights. Like they say in those big action movies. No, we can't help him now. This is his fight. And his fight alone. Ooh. Oh, he's insulting me, too. Rude. See if we can thin the herd a little bit before we fight the big guy. Oops. Alright, good deal. Ooh. Couldn't quite dodge there, stuck with the wall. He's almost down now. Ooh! Went back in before he finishes the combo, that was bad. I think this is probably a situation where I could block and use Power Sling too, so I should be thinking about that as well. There we go. Got him. Magic! Another thing I completely forgot existed. Alright, here is where I need to put the sword. And that opened up that door right there. Oh, let me take a quick peek around. I still got that big glowing door right there, which I assume there is nothing I can do with right this second. But I do see something interesting. See that redstone right there? And there's a bomb right there. Let's see if I can get those two to play nice. It's going to be a tough shot. I know there is a way to do first-person aiming. I don't recall what it is off the top of my head. Was that it? Just hold down the stick? That might be it. Or click the stick, yeah. See if I can do that real quick. Oh! A little too late. Gotta be quick with it. Oh, I think that was the right direction, but just a little too slow. Yeah, I was trying to remember how to trigger it. Oh, that is a tough throw. Got it, sweet. Let's see what that did. Ooh, hello. That is a thing I want. Lifestone Shard. Already starting on my next one. And tons of health, which is just what I needed after getting grabbed by a big tentacle thing and then blowing myself up once or twice. Shane the basketball star. Oh, you know me. All about them sports. About them sports. Alright, so it looks like we just need to fly to the other end of the room here. So let's do that. Oh! Ooh! Or the flight doesn't last forever, so let's fly up over here for right now, and we'll have to get to the other room, the other side some other time. Oh, there's an artifact up there too. Let's see if I can get to that just from, maybe just to get enough lift. Let's see. Up, I think. Yes! Artifact Champion. This talisman represents the elite class of Legion artifacts. Only 6 of these icons were granted to the overlords that commanded Hell's Legion. Which I assume means bigger reward than before? Very cool. Alright, let's keep working our way through. That's usually the thing with these games, is even if you're not sure why you need to be doing it, you see something you can interact with, like these grabbable walls. You just go for it, and then usually things will present themselves. Alright, so this one, do I actually need to drag it, or do I just need to knock it down below? Down below it is, then. Yes, much bigger? Awesome. I like the sound of that. Alright, so I got this block down here. Is there something a little higher up I need to reach? Well, there's that. Push it over there. And again, even though I have played this before, it's been years, I don't actually remember anything useful. So I don't think I'm solving these puzzles by memory or anything like that, because I really totally am not. Like I said, if there's one thing I remember, it's that last time I played, I got super duper stuck in here. Like right now, I just got back to a place I've already been. So where do I need to go from here? I see this. Oh, I don't think I can get up there just by flight. Can I get there by dragging the... No, it's way too high up. The shame Tiamat stopped you from finishing it. It really is a great game and better the farther you get into it. Well, I mean, I'm playing it right now. So, hopefully I'll get to see all the game has to offer at this point around. Oh, hello, here. Well, I think I found which way I needed to go. Isn't that convenient? Hey, buddy, catch. Up. Targeting mode it is then. As I was saying, hey, buddy, catch. Boom! Knocking holes in the floors for justice. Alright, is that... Yeah, I think we should just go ahead through the hole in the floor. Right in the center room again. Good deal. Alright, and this looks like a crypt / catacombs, maybe? Yeah, one of my big reasons for starting streaming is because there's a lot of games that I never finished or never got around to trying, and I really wanted to get into them. And that's totally given me the opportunity. Ooh, Chaos Eater level up. Courses with energy and its destructive power increases. Yes! More damage. More damage. And also more instant kills. Get him. They should be softened up enough that I can get to the instant kills pretty quickly now. Alright. Deeper we go. Hey Shane, magic. Oh, dang it. Well, this looks like a room full of enemies. Let's see what I can use in here. That's a big floaty thing. And that's... Ooh, hello. The glaive. Crossblade. It's a glaive. A finely crafted throwing blade that can strike multiple targets. Enter aim mode by pressing right stick and select up to 5 targets by holding left trigger. Alright, press right trigger to throw the crossblade. See, this is where I start having trouble, because that seems like a complex control sequence. It's one weapon, and just to throw it often takes three button presses. That seems like there's more intuitive ways to do that. Why can't I just hold down right stick, sweep over the targets, and then let go of right stick and then it throws? Right? Seems simple enough to me. Totally looks like a Naruto shuriken. If you've never seen the movie Crow, you totally owe it to yourself to go see the movie Crow. It is a fantasy movie from the 80s. It's completely ridiculous. And I absolutely love it. It's dumb. It's dumb as hell. But it's that wonderful kind of dumb. So I can't recommend it enough. I've got it on DVD. I should probably watch it again sometime soon. It's just a really silly fantasy movie. But it's the kind of silly fantasy movie that really commits to its premise. And I respect that. Oh, he got me. I thought I could beat him with a punch there, but no. Oh, come on. Too far? There we go. It's too far. And now we wait for him to come over to me. Which he will do, because now he's angry. Maybe? Come on. I'll take you out the old-fashioned way if I have to. Yep, I had to. Anybody else? Yep, some new guys. Ooh, that's more dangerous. Gotta remember my guard, too. Must say, I always prefer the gun over the glaive, but the glaive's needed for some puzzles. There's a gun, too? That's kind of insane. Doesn't really seem like a setting for a gun. Ooh, hello. You look totally gross. Charge the crossblade by holding right trigger, and it will grind on some enemies when thrown. Oh, right. I do remember that now. And it'll just keep doing damage continuously. That is nice. Doesn't seem like it's actually killing this guy, though. That's a problem. Here we go. Insta-kill. Oh my gosh! Head right off. Oh, and he's still alive. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I should have glaived him there. Oh, now I'm poisoned. Of course, one of your brothers uses guns and you find one of him. Alright. Down with that. Get some health. There we go. So now I've got the boomerang. I mean, the crossblade. You can attack while the blade spins. Oh yeah, that's probably true. I'm just so busy watching the guy get his ass kicked. I get distracted. You know how it is. You get the big spinny blade and it's tearing the guy apart like a buzzsaw. Priorities, man. Priorities. Alright, so I see that little alcove he came up through, and I'm very interested in that, but I don't see any way to get up there. But since I do have a path available to me, I'll just take that for right now, and I'll worry about what's up there later on. Hello, big bat dudes. Dodge your attack. Target both of you. And glaive. Oops, nope. That was close. This guy got the right idea. And by right, I mean wrong for him. Oh, nope. Oh, once again, thought I could beat him into the punch. There we go. At least it doesn't seem to bother his hand when he grabs giant flaming bats. That's always nice. Alright. I remember this area reminding me a lot of a Zelda level. Because of the circular layout. I think one of the earliest Zelda dungeons in Zelda Ocarina of Time had a layout that was a little bit like this. And what did that do? Open that door over there, maybe? Do I have to hold it down? I might have to hold it down. Or pump the button, maybe? Nothing. And now it seems to be stuck, but I see a bomb right there. What happens if we're to hit the bomb? Oh, it took out all that redstone. Let's see who changes. The right idea. Who's wearing brown pants? Now, don't... Careful there, Drev. I don't want anybody spoiling puzzles before I've had a little chance to look them over. And I did figure that one out before he got to it, luckily, but please do be careful. Let me take a shot at these puzzles myself first. Oh, I can't... There's more redstone on them. Alright, so let's see if we can figure out how to trigger that now. Yeah, right there on his back. Bingo. Now let's give that thing one more try. There we go. That looks like that did it. Raise up the big spooky faceless statue. And it's got a switch inside of it. Yay, switches. Hit all of the switches. And that opens the door forward. Making progress. Ooh, 2 doors open. Good deal. I think I might only be able to get to the one for right now. It's no worries. I'm not kicking you from the channel or anything. Just warning you going forward. Do be careful. Do be careful. But no harm done. Damn. Alright. Imbue Crossblade. The crossblade can absorb arcane energy from certain targets it strikes. Press right stick to aim and throw the blade with right trigger at an energy source. Tagging multiple targets will transfer energy from the sources to all targets. So, if I remember correctly, what I need to do is tag the fire, then tag all the bombs. There we go. Imbue Crossblade. New skill learned. Oh, since I already played Darksiders 2 and Death is the older brother, that makes you the older brother, so I show respect. Respect my elders. This is America. We respect no one. Ooh. This room looks cool. Let's see what we gotta do in here. Head over to the center. Ah, I see. So we've got 3 statues that don't have swords. So we're gonna need to find a bunch of swords and bring them all back here. It sounds like. Do I need health? I don't remember if I need health. I do not need health. Come back to that one. Alright, so, is there another door here? Oh, there is that gust over there, so that's probably where I'm headed, right? Yeah, let's see where that gets me. Probably the other way, right? Yep. Alright, here we go. Anything else up here, or just the way forward? Just the way forward, it looks like. Alright, so... So that moved it a bit, but I see another one on it. We hit that one? Yes, we can. Alright. And that took it out entirely. So it looks like now I have a nice little zip line. Never let a good zip line go to waste. Excellent. And we hit that to drop some platforms and bring down some fire bats. One of those things is a good thing. That's one down. Ooh, the other one got me pretty good. Oh, but coming right over. How convenient. Gotcha now! Excellent, excellent. So that is a dead end, yeah, for right now. So I will have to go in here and start working on this puzzle. And I remember this puzzle. This puzzle's a bit tricky, if I remember correctly. And guess what we gotta do, ladies and gentlemen? It involves switches. Switches that raise and lower the platforms by very specific intervals. And there's one over there too. so... Can I hit that from over here? I don't think so. No, I'd have to get closer. I remember that compared to Darksiders 2, the target mode in Darksiders 1 was super sensitive, making the aiming sometimes a bit harder than it needed to be. You're not wrong. The aiming is a bit frustrating in ways that I don't think it was intended to be in here sometimes. Oops, hey. There we go. Oh, no! Ah, took a risk that I could jump out and grab him. Probably should have double jumped. I might have been able to do it then. You live and you learn. Alright, where is that bastard? Now I got him. Alright, so where is my ultimate goal is the question. And I think it's somewhere over there. Let's see where I can get to in that respect now. Not sure. That's where I came from up there, so I don't necessarily want to do that. We got that switch right there as well. No, I'm not really sure where I'm meant to go. Let me just kind of keep hitting platforms, maybe? See if the right solution shows itself. Nope. Oh, there we go. Cool. So that got this one up even higher, but I'm not sure higher is better. I see the redstone over there and the redstone over there. I don't have any bombs. I have to get up where I was before? Is that the trick? Can't hit that switch. Can't hit that switch without leaving here, and once I drop off here I'm not going to be able to get back up. I can see a switch in there, but no way to get to that. I think that might be an open window up there, so maybe that's my goal, is to try and get up over there. I'm not sure. Well, let's see what happens hitting this one right now. No, I already did that, didn't I? Yeah, I already tried that. So let's trigger this one and then try the far one, maybe? Got over here. And I can't hit it from down here. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Alright, so that's not an open window up there, so I was wrong about that. Where am I trying to go? I think at this part, if anyone has any suggestions, I am open to them. I don't want to be spending forever on this puzzle. So go ahead. Oh, no. There we go. I was right there too. Damn it. So close. Alright. So that's down. Was there another redstone something in here? Yes, there was. Let's get that one as well. No, you said no puzzle spoilers. That's what you get. Well, fine. I'll solve it myself. Alright, so now I've got both of those paths open. So the question now is how I get into them. Let's work on that a little bit. I want to get that chest, definitely, and then I suspect the other path that isn't the chest is what is going to take me forward in the level itself. Alright, I think I could probably get there from here, so let's try that. Maybe? Well, hopefully. Yes! Got the souls, we're all good there. Over 2 grand, and, ooh, hello. Ah, another switch. Oh, wow. Oh, alright, so that'll allow me to go to the place I wasn't able to go to before, and I should be able to get back now. So that's good. Alright, this, I believe, is someplace new, maybe? Yes, alright. Oh, no! Ooh, that was close. I think I need to jump onto that zip line. Come on. Not a zip line, but I'll take it. And that'll get us over that door that was locked from our side. And I see one of the 3 swords we need to get, so good deal. Alright. Wonder where he puts his other sword when he grabs this one. Doesn't seem to have it stashed anywhere. Hello, switches. See what you do. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Combo! There we go. That gives me a nice little path. And opens up the door. But if that's what that does, what is this over here? Oops. Ooh. Close. Why is there demonic growth? There doesn't seem to lead anywhere. Oh, that leads back up to the line if I wanted to get on that for some reason. I don't think I would. Alright, so having done that, go ahead and climb back up to where we were before and drop the sword off, shall we? Alright. Making progress. Hello, did I notice you before? I don't know if I noticed you before. Huh. Not gonna worry about it for right now. Make a mental note, perhaps. And drop off our sword. One down. I think that's probably where I'm going to want to go next. Probably should have just put it with that statue right there so I knew that door was completed. That would have made too much sense though, right? So I noticed it just auto-saved, so I think this might be a good place to wrap up the stream for an evening. Because I definitely don't want to be halfway through a puzzle and have to wrap things up. So let's call it here. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by. This has been a fantastic night so far. I'm really enjoying it. Hope you guys are too. Next stream will be tomorrow morning again, or whenever it is for you folks. The time is down in the comments below, along with a link to help you figure out what it is in your time zone. So, follow me here on Twitch if you haven't already, and you'll get notified when I go live tomorrow and in the future. I'm also going to put my links to my Twitter on there, where I also notify people when I go live, and the link to my YouTube, which is where I post all my videos. This one will be up in a little while, and all my past playthroughs are there as well. I'm going to post a link to my Discord as well. If you enjoyed chatting here in the stream, you might want to check it out. We chat all during the week on days that I'm not streaming too, so there's some fun to be had there. I'm going to put my support links there too if you ever feel like supporting the stream, though don't feel obligated. I do appreciate it nonetheless. So that about wraps things up, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody had fun. I'm enjoying Darksiders so far. Again, was a little worried about getting stuck, but so far hasn't seemed to be a problem. So, let's see if there is anyone around we can throw a host to real quick. If you're still sticking around, might want to join me in checking out another stream. Just want to make sure that nobody's going offline when I throw a host over to them. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to throw you folks over at Pikachu, which is a fellow streamer of mine. A good friend, a fantastic streamer. I think you might enjoy them. So join me if you like, check them out for a bit, say hi. Otherwise, if you got places to be or if you don't want to, I understand too. And in that case, well, thanks for stopping by once again. I had a great time. I hope I'll see you all again. And wherever you are in the world, have a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Take care of yourself, folks. I'll see you around.